Thobela. Welcome to my channel. And Thobela. Welcome. I'm here, guys. I missed Tuesday's session, so I'm here, to do the Tuesday thing. If you're here to talk and you want to ask or you want to share, I'm here. I've got time here with you guys. Remember, it's like Tuesday's session. So no preparation for that. We're just going to talk about spiritual matters, things that we're dealing with as spiritual people. So, Thobela, let's talk, guys. I'm just here as someone who's here giving their time, and if you want to ask something, there's something you want to know about, I'm here. Anyway, let's see if I can keep you going with something in the meantime. What can I share with you? Okay. My week has been hectic, really hectic with these ancestral things. Some days, you go through that, and then you go through that, then you go through that, and that. When ancestors are talking about serious things, guys, it can really drain you. It can drain you energy-wise, It can drain your energy. Some kind of dreams and the way they're talking about things, it can really drain something. So that's what I've been going through this week. It's been like too serious for my liking. Anyway, what's been happening with you guys? What's been happening with you? What have you been learning, or what do you want to share? And Thokoza. Let me just get this one, because I can hardly see properly from there. Where's that one? Okay. Oh. Tulisile Thokoza. Yes, guys, this is just something. This is a platform where you just talk about spiritual matters. I wanted to have this session so that people who are going through self-initiation, I can share my experience with you guys. You can ask questions, and through my experience, I can share with you something that I've learned along the journey through my self-initiation. So that is why this was created, so that I can talk about those things. So as is like one of those days, I don't come here, I'm repeating myself, isn't it? I don't come here prepared, so that we can just be ourselves and just talk. So I can just be here. Thokoza, Ayanda, Thokoza. So we can just talk about things, spiritual things. Nothing planned. If we start planning about things like this, then it becomes one of those. I'm not going to be able to just give my time like that. So this is just me. Guys, use me as your, what do you call it? Yeah, you get it. Anyway, there, not using. Let's talk, guys. Feel free. Ask questions. Something that you're not clear about, if I can answer it. Remember, I am not in consultation mode. Therefore, I'm not going to be interpreting dreams like the way I'll interpret dreams when I'm consulting. But I am able to use my experience to help you look into some of the things that you'll be seeing in your dreams, okay? Excuse me. I had a dream where I saw 3 plain materials folded, white, black, and yellow, one on top of another. What is the significance? So how did your dream start, and how did you see that, and how did you feel in that dream when you were seeing those things? How did you feel in that dream? How did your dream start? How did you actually see those materials? Was that dream a one-off thing, or was it with other dreams? Meaning that your people were telling you something And then they show you those materials after they showed you that dream to explain the first dream. And then after they give you another dream to make everything clear to you. Okay? All right. You are initiating Mandawe. Oh, that is great. That is great. So, black, yellow, and white. So, was it like a... How did you... What was the dream like? Because these colors, guys, they come differently for everyone. Some colors, they are just plain colors, like they are just for your family colors, like your family. Their colors are like this. Sometimes there are colors that come with ancestors. They're trying to tell you something. Probably maybe they just want you to work on something. Or they're showing you that this is your stage. This is what you're supposed to be wearing while you're here. I can't explain it without more into this. Guys, ancestral clothes, they don't just come like that. They don't just come like that. They are showing you something that you get this color cloth for a particular something. They don't just come like that, like showing it like that, like flesh in a dream, flesh, this. Even if they're showing it to you as a flesh like that, it will have a meaning as well. It will come with something. So what happened for you to see that? And with the Mandawe as well, Mandawe's one is different anyway. They will show you their emblem depending on the color they show you, the color of the cloth that they will show you that comes with that. But theirs are like specific. But with ancestors and other spirits, their clothes, they come in different colors. Okay, but they all have meaning for it. They have all meanings. Like mine, like this one, as you're seeing it blue, it came with the meaning on it. It didn't just come, I didn't just see that cloth. They had to play something in the dream for them to explain this cloth. Sometimes the cloth, they don't come like that. They're just showing it to you like that. But then your people will come and explain it to you that this cloth, it means this. They want it for this particular reason or for this particular reason. Okay? So, and some colors as well. Remember, like I said, they are family colors. They are related to, there's something significant about it with the family, like the family you come from. Remember, culturally, we have colors. Every family has, well, I don't know if every family, but most of us will have a color, that color is significant for that family. That one is significant for that family. Do you understand? So they now have to use cloth because obviously they had to adapt to using cloth for, as material for different things. So they all have meaning, guys. I can't just tell you like this and say it means something. Tobela Rosemary, good to see you. So they have different meaning. So that is that, guys. So yes, cloth colors, guys. It is difficult for someone to just explain it to you like that. Like it just means this. It just means that. It just means this. When I'm gonna be explaining cloth colors, obviously I'm gonna be using mine to explain what it means. But what I've realized about these colors is just all ancestors have different meaning for it. Some they might be common, but some they are different. And I'm saying different because of when I'm working with different people, their colors, they are explained differently than how my colors are explained. So your ancestors will explain colors because they will mean something to them. Don't just take it as this common thing, okay? Especially like these plain ones, like plain blue, plain black, plain white, plain pink, plain red. You understand? There's a reason for that. Because sometimes they might actually be showing you that they are dealing with this part. Now it will be like energy now. They're talking about the chakras. So you see, your ancestors will come with different things, something that will be specific for what you're going through at that particular time. Okay. Chili thanks, is understood. All right. So that is just that. So, yes, guys, what are you? Come on, share. How are you guys going? Come on, tell us. How's your week been like? Mine has been, like I said, it's been like God, it's too heavy for me. I was not sleeping very well at night due to heavy dreams. And when I'm saying heavy dreams, I mean like some dreams, they're just too much, like heavy. So after you wake up from that dream, you cannot sleep. It will take you time to fall asleep because that would have just bothered you too much. So that's what I've been dealing with this week. So it was educational dreams. So they're like that. Sometimes they can be like that, just too much. Anyway, that's just me there. So, so what are you guys? Okay, I think I'm getting this. Okay, all right. So yes. So I can see you guys are there. So what is happening? You're not here to just look at me. I'm here to help you. Not help you, to share with you whatever that you need to be sharing. I think, yeah, that's just that. So yes, guys, remember, this is just a day where we are healing. If you're here and you're self-initiating and you want something that you think I might have gone through, you want to ask, you're free to ask. Okay? So that's just that. And I was gonna share something with you guys, but I think I'll make a video after this one to share that on its own, not to mix it with this. Something really important, especially for people going through initiation, something that our ancestors tend to show us in our dreams, like the desert, when they are showing that in our dreams, meaning that something you are about to go through, some kind of transformation or some changes in your spirituality. I'll do that afterwards. So today, let's just talk what's happening with you guys. What's happening in your journeys? Guys, what's happening with you guys? Remember, I'm not here to lead. I'm here to participate as an initiate, gogo/gobela kind of thing. But anyway, you guys want me to talk about something. Maybe you want to. Let me read something from a book that might be of interest to some of you, because I thought when I saw that, I thought it was really good. If you guys don't have anything. Oh, Ayanda is there. Okay, what's Ayanda saying? My dreams have been confusing. It's like I'm not getting what I've been showed, or I'm thinking as I'm sleeping. Ooh. That's interesting, Ayanda. That's interesting. It's confusing though for you, but I'm getting what I've been shown. I'm not getting what I've been showed, and I'm thinking as I'm sleeping. Okay. What is so confusing about your dreams, so that we can tackle this? What's so confusing? Sometimes when you're getting these dreams from ancestors, guys, you have to remember, right? We are training, right? Most of the time they are training dreams, or sometimes they are just problem solving, like you need to solve a problem. Sometimes they just want to see how you deal with certain challenges that are happening in your life. So they want to see how you'll deal with it in your dreams. Okay? Most of the time when you're initiating, remember, they don't look too far back. You have to think about what's been happening with you for your ancestors to show you that kind of a dream. Okay? That is what happens to us. Because they look at what's happening with us, then they show it in a dream. Sometimes they don't look at what's happening with us. They just want us to look at something that is similar to what is happening with us. Then they show us in our dreams, like that. So, but they correspond with the day-to-day. And as well, depending on what kind of healer you're going to be. So your dreams will be going specifically to that kind of way. Okay? So And you have to be able to separate as a healer, that you'll have dreams that your people are going to use your families to see how you solve family problems. Sometimes they're going to use your neighbors to see how you solve problems related to your community. Sometimes they'll use other people, you understand, who are coming with different kind of people, that different kind of problems that you've never encountered on a day-to-day, to see if faced with new situation, how you deal with that, considering what you know. Can you deal with something that is unknown, a new kind of situation? So they'll do those dreams. That's why some dreams are so confusing. You just cannot tell. And sometimes they just want you to think, to start using all the, to not use what you normally do when you're solving a problem, to actually go overboard to solve a problem. So they'll create something that you think they don't relate to each other. So all they want is just for you to start to pull what you think might be related to that. Try and see when that one was happening and that one was happening, what could that be related to that other one? You understand? So they just want you to work, to think and think, because they're trying to make you a stronger healer who's going to deal with some difficult situations ahead. So they'll be giving you those dreams that don't make sense, that are so confusing, really, really confusing, because they want to build you up properly. Okay, Nyasha, Towela Nyasha, I'm always running in my dreams. Running, going where and why? You cannot just run in your dream. Why are you running and where are you going and why? Who are you running from? Guys, remember, most of the time we run from situations. We don't want to deal with it. Like there's that thing like what they call it? Like a fight or fly mode kind of thing. You either fight your situation or you fly from it. You run from it. You understand? You run from a situation or you deal with it. So your ancestors will show you in your dreams whether you're running from a situation or you standing tall and fighting for it. Now you're going to fight for your survival. So they'll show you this, like dreams about running, guys. You don't just run. You're running from something. Unless if you are like me, when I was trying to run for the marathon, every day I'll just run to that direction. Sometimes I get tired of running that way, and then I'll just be running on a different direction, somewhere that I don't know, so that I just run as far as I can, and when I'm tired I come back. You understand? So that is running for your fitness. But then we are not talking about running for your fitness here. You're running from something. Tulisile, my last question. I saw in a dream cold water, and on pot of the water there were 3 round straw hearts, and I drove inside with the car going underneath. I felt very suffocated. I prayed in my dream until I forced myself to wake up. Okay, gold water. So I saw in a dream you were in the gold water, on pot of the water. There were 3 straw hats. I drove inside with car going underneath. I felt very suffocated. So what is suffocating you? Something is suffocating you. What is it that is suffocating you? That is shown in the dream. What is actually suffocating you right now? In your situation. What could be suffocating you? Because you felt the suffocation in the dream. They show you your feelings. Something that is subconsciously, they had to subconsciously bring it, the awareness consciously through the dream. So what is it that you're dealing with in your day-to-day that is suffocating you? So your people are showing it to you in your dream, that you're even going in the car. I mean, if they're using a car, then we're talking about your life here. You're driving your car into the water where are you drowning as well? You drove inside with the car. True hearts. So what is happening with you, Chulusi? There was a sangoma in a red cloth with me. Where was the sangoma? In the car with you. Was the sangoma in the car with you? The sangoma in the car where you're driving the water, that is something different here. Because if you're with someone in the car who's helping you in the car and you're feeling suffocated, there's something that is not right there. Okay? Okay, Ayanda. First dream, I see my brother in a room. Tulisile, your dream, I'm not getting it properly. You need to explain your dream more. Okay, the reason why I'm saying that is that if they're using a car now, that means your people now, they just want you to look at your life in general. They want you to look at it in general. So the people you're driving with in the car, you need to really pay attention. And if you're driving with someone in the car and you're going inside something that is you're even feeling suffocated, something is happening. Your life in general, something is happening that is suffocating you. And it needs to be looked at. You understand? It needs to be looked at. Or you're going somewhere where you're going to be suffocating. And you don't want that. When I'm saying you're driving somewhere where you're going to be suffocating is not right. Something you need to look at. This one, your people, your life in general, something is not right. Okay? I do not know what is happening, but something is not right there. Ayanda, first dream. I'm reading from what you're saying there. Something you're saying there. And you praying out of the dream, to get out of the dream, to, praying out to wake up from that, meaning that you are suffocating so much that you don't even want to see what happens, what happens there. You just want to come out of it, meaning that you do not even want to deal with it, to see what is happening there, the situation, how it ends. You just want to not deal with it and be ignorant of it and come out and just think everything is normal, meaning waking up, praying out to wake up from it. Not right. Ayanda, first dream. I see my brother in a room, but room is being used by a stranger. A bit and the room, when I enter the energy I felt was relaxing, like I'm in the sky in peace with a beautiful view. Okay. Then the second dream is my brother again, but coming back home from school with a stranger who looked white, and he seems to know the guy. They're going to his room, but they're in my sister's room. Okay. So the dream just started with as if they will sleep over and I just wake up. So the dream just started with you seeing your brother in a room. And this room is being used by a stranger. This dream just started like that, Ayanda. Your dream just started with you being in this house, as you pay your observation of being the observer in your own dream. The dream just started with you being in the house. Nothing, it just started like that, with you just being in the house. And you seeing this, your brother. How do you relate with this brother that you saw in the dream? Because your people might be trying to show you if this is a behavior that is normal as per your brother, the way you know your brother, right? Is this normal? That your brother who's been shown, remember when our ancestors or spirits, they're using the same people over and over and over, we need to understand why they will use this particular brother of yours in your dream, because there's something, your relationship with this brother in real life, your relationship, if he's still with us, your relationship there'll be something that they're showing you that this could be normal with your brother, this could not be normal with your brother, the things that are happening, and a stranger, someone that is unknown in the house, being in a room. Remember, we don't just let strangers in our houses and they go in rooms. It's not a normal behavior, right? In real life. A stranger, someone comes into the house that you live in. They are so free that they can even go to the bedrooms or the rooms where people go sleep. It is not a normal thing. Something there is not right. But how did it start that you see yourself, because this is just inside the house. You're just showing me you're all inside the house. This dream didn't start anyhow. It just started like that. We are very close, and he's at school. He's at school studying. Okay, so your dream started with you just being in the house, a place of safety. Okay, where your brother, there's a stranger in one of the room. Okay, and a bit where I entered the energy, I felt relaxed, and you felt relaxed there. I'm in the sky in peace with a beautiful view. Okay, so you're observing from that you're observing something happening there. Okay, okay. By the second dream, it is but I still don't understand what is actually happening. Something is happening. Something is happening to you. Obviously, you're not going to tell me on this. Something is happening that your people are showing you. This is how I'm thinking, I'm looking at it. Being observer, like looking at things downwards, right? Meaning that you're seeing things properly now. They want you to see things the way things are supposed to be seen, right? Once you see yourself being high up there, looking downwards, so that means your people want you to look at the situation properly now. You cannot say, I didn't see that, or I didn't see that. So they want you to be able to observe things properly using the bird's eye, scanning things properly from up there, looking downwards, right? But it's not right still. You cannot be comfortable seeing someone who's a stranger in there and nothing happened. What is happening there? Are there people talking to each other and stuff like that? What is actually happening in the first dream? Ayanda, in the first dream, before I go to the second one, there's more to it. What is actually happening? Think about things that are happening to you in general, right? In general. And think about the dream that the first dream. It started in the house. I was standing looking at my dad. He did not want me to go to the room. I just went to the room. Okay. So something was being hidden from you. Then this is like a situation where something is happening physically. There's something happening to you in general, because once they're showing us our relatives or our families, it means something is happening in general. But here as well, it doesn't look right that you're being stopped from going somewhere to see something. So something you were not meant to see it, and then you see it, and your awareness was that this person who's there is a stranger. So there, something is not right. Who is this stranger? Who's this person? And why is there a stranger that you don't know about, that you were not even meant to see in your house? So there was nothing talked about that. It just happened that now you're comfortable, you're seeing it properly, like from up. Nothing, and the dream ends. There's more to that dream. And the information that you just gave me, the stranger is just standing in the room doing nothing. And how about you? What did you do about it? What did you do about it? Okay, you come into the room, you see the stranger standing there doing nothing. What are you? Because remember, all these dreams, all these people, when our people are showing us in this dream, they want to see how we're dealing with certain situation, how you being the observer in your own dream, how you deal with it in the dream, so that your skills in problem solving or dealing with situation in the dream will show your ancestors how, when you're faced with this kind of challenge, how you deal with this situation. Because remember, it's not just a dream just like that and it means anything. You need to be able to deal with that dream. You need to be able to do something to show that when you see something like this, that for me doesn't look right, you as a person, you don't just like, is a stranger, is in my house. My dad was not, was stopping me from going there. I'm there already, but I see a stranger. I'm standing there. The stranger is standing. I'm not doing anything. I'm not saying anything. I'm not asking questions. Something is not right. Remember, we are learning in these dreams. And if you're just there, the dream just ended with you just being there looking at the stranger and just the dream ends, that means you would have failed. You would have failed in that dream. Okay? You would have failed, but it didn't end there. It didn't end there. Okay, I was looking around and I went to the window with the view. Okay, and then what happened? Because remember, don't be impatient. I'm not impatient with you. I'm trying to make you look at your dreams in different ways, using different perspectives to look at different things. Remember, all the dreams, all the things, the setting in those dreams, right? Remember, those are created for a reason. Your ancestors are creating those situations for a reason. To see that if, as a person, just to look at it as in, forget it is a dream, and think about it, that dream as in physical. If you are a person, you are in your own home, a house where you live in. There's someone there that you don't know. I mean, in general, there's someone in your house that you don't know of. You see them, and you're comfortable enough. You're a grown up. You're comfortable enough. You don't ask question. Who is this person? What is the person doing here? And I was not meant to see them. Why was I not meant to see them? Now I'm seeing them, but there's a reason why they're here. And stranger, do not let strangers. It could be a stranger to us and not a stranger to the people who were making sure that you're not seeing them. But we need to try and find out why this person, we have to try and make that person not be a stranger in our own home by understanding, asking who they are. Remember, we need to find out who these people are in our own houses, where we live. We cannot live with strangers. We need to live with people that they are stranger at first, then become familiar, so that we can relax. You cannot relax with a stranger in the house. How can I stop falling in my drifts? Oh, okay, that's Nyasha. I'll go to Nyasha's things. I looked back at my brother and he was busy unpacking, and then I wake up. So everyone else is comfortable with this person. But were you said you were relaxed. I think that's what you said. From school, okay. All right. Being okay. I entered the energy, isn't it? I felt was relaxing in this. I'm in the sky in peace with beautiful view. I know you cannot be in peace with things like that. You cannot be in peace. Look, when you see, okay, this is just me just trying to make you look at this, right? If you were reflecting, if you came out, you felt peace in that dream. That's good. That's what your people wanted to show you. You were in peace. But in real life, will something like that make you be in peace? Maybe you need to start looking at things in other ways. Do you understand? Well, things like that, if your ancestors are showing you that you will be in a situation where you're being stopped from seeing other things that are happening around you, and then you see them and they don't look right to you, you don't say anything, you become in peace. You don't go further to ask, why was I being stopped in the first place from going to where I wanted to go? And I find this person who's a stranger, who's unknown to us, unknown to me, unfamiliar. The people were trying to avoid, they were trying to stop me from seeing what I'm seeing. And you relax. If I was looking at it like that, I would say maybe your people want you to look at that part of you. That part of you. You should not be be like that. How do I say it in English? things don't make sense, but you're okay with them. Then you don't in real life, things don't make sense to you, and you become aware of things. Then they still they don't make sense, but you're comfortable with it enough to just ignore. It cannot be right. Okay, so you need to look at that. Look at your life in general. Are things happening to you that, because this is like something to do with you, right? For you to reflect on, to do with your conduct, right? In general. So will things like this, is this something that shows something about you? In general, would things just go around you, even the things we're not meant to see, and you see them, you still see that they're not right, you still are comfortable enough to ignore and concentrate. Just ignore that bit and be comfortable with looking at the view now, the beautiful view outside. Will that be right? Now imagine you're a healer. Imagine you're a healer, you've got someone coming to you with a problem. They've got a problem, you were not aware of, then you become aware of it. And then you're aware that this problem has got something else, there's more to it. Then you just, because that person obviously didn't talk about the other thing that you're thinking about as a healer, that there's another extra problem there as a healer. You're just leaving it and just saying, this person was coming here for this. She's fine, isn't it? Or he's fine, isn't it? You give them what they came there to you. Let's say someone came and say, I want something to just cleanse. And then you realize, there's more to it. It's not about cleansing. This one has got something else. So you're going to leave that other something else and deal with the cleansing. As a healer, you cannot do that. You need to talk about the other thing that has just come through. Something you were not, that person who came to you for cleansing didn't make you aware of the other issue. You need to talk about it. You cannot leave it, okay, as a healer. Because if we don't deal with things like this, because this is showing you about your conduct, how you conduct yourself as a person with situations around you. How are you going to deal with other people coming with things to you, with problems to you? You cannot leave them. Okay, you cannot leave them. The next dream is about, okay, and your brother was busy unpacking, meaning that he is okay with the situation, but you're not okay because you saw a stranger. You were not okay. Remember, you saw a stranger. Okay. You see, you cannot keep quiet about a situation like that. So, where's the second things? Because remember, these are our ancestors are teaching us. By teaching us, they have to show you your own faults as a person. They have to make you look at your faults. They will keep on showing you this thing about you that need to be looked at properly. And then once you look at it, the next dream, you correct it, then you go to the next step. So the next one was about, it started in the house. The next dream was, okay. Is my brother again, but coming back home from school with a stranger who looked white. And he seems to know the guy. They're going to his room, but they are in my sister's room. Not good either. Why are they going to your sister's room? You understand? Remember, we do not, anyone that, even if our family members, they know them, but we don't know them. We cannot just let it. Remember, now we're dealing with situations now with our people. We're dealing with situations that are uncomfortable. So if someone to you is a stranger and they go to not your brother's room, but your sister's room, whether my brother, I trust my brother and I know my brother's behavior is right, you will never take someone to my sister's room. But as a person, I'm going to ask questions. I will. You cannot just go to my sister's room with another person. Your instinct will be of someone who needs to protect. This is just automatic, right? If that protective instinct doesn't come up, that means your ancestors will need you to work on that bit. Remember, you is a sister. Is your brother coming with a stranger going to your sister's room? To do what? We don't think about the negative things, but this is where you're being shown as well something that will ring bells as a stranger, because for you that person is still a stranger, this stranger. And you need to think, why are your people showing you your brother bringing someone like that? Because it doesn't look like your brother will do something like that. According to what you said, your brother will never do something like that. But for the fact that your brother has done something like that, your ancestors are forcing you to talk. Your ancestors, they're forcing you. They want you to open your mouth now. Your ancestors, they just want the mouth to be open. They want to open the throat chakra. It's blocked. They want it unblocked. Okay? I look back at my brother. He was busy. Okay, that one. Okay. So that one, you remember they are dealing with us a lot. You need to see where you are as well. What are your people showing you? What kind of thing will they be working with you on? Remember, all these dreams, they don't just come. Your ancestors will be taking you from down the root chakra, going to the crown chakra, right? So they'll to unblock something, they'll be showing you things that sometimes they're going to be pushing you. Like if you want to unblock something, something is just closed, right? Closed. You need to keep on doing that until it opens up. And when it comes to opening up and expressing yourself, your ancestors will push you, dear. They'll really push you. They will keep on showing you things that one day you're going to be opening your mouth and saying, enough is enough. Not in my dreams. That has to stop. Okay? So you need to think about that and work on that. Okay. All right, where was I? Gogo, I'm from the Mashangani tribe. Does it have the Nzunza spirit? If you have the Nzunza spirit, they will show you. They will show you. Okay, they will show you. Remember, they are Mashangani tribe. That means you're part of the descendant. You will have it. You will have it. But how it is brought to you will be different from everyone. It's the same as like it's the same as you know. It's the same as the Mandawe kind of spirit, right? If I have it, my children, the next generation, the next will have it. It depends who gets to activate it, because some they'll stay dormant and then some will get activated. Others will leave it. They will just be dragging themselves back, or taking themselves, trying to avoid that bit of them. But others will see the goodness of it and use that to their advantage. So yes, if you're from there, you will have it. You should be proud of it. It's a wonderful spirit. Where was I? Okay. Excuse me. Okay. Okay. Tulisile, yes, I said, okay. Yes, I said to her, I'm sick, and she said she's also sick, and she drove the car into the water. So who was driving this car, Tulisile? Oh, she drove the car into the water. She said she's sick, and you said you're sick, and she drove the car into the water. Then she gave you the reason. She's sick. As a sick person, as a healer, if I'm sick, if my people are saying I'm sick, that means I still have to deal with certain things. The sickness with the ancestors, sometimes when they're saying sick, they don't mean sick as in physical, the ailment, you know, the sickness is an ailment. It means that someone is sick, means that they're still going through that. They are not healed, meaning that they are not of clear mind. And someone being not of clear mind cannot drive someone who's not of clear mind as well. Obviously, they will drive into that thing, because the person who's in charge of the car should be the person who's remember, if you're driving the car and you get sick, something is not right, or you're sick, you're driving your car, you're sick, you either driving or going to the hospital, right? And that means there's no ambulance, and really, even driving to get there, it will be a problem, because if you're sick, you are not supposed to be in charge of driving the car, right? I mean, we're talking about reality here. You're sick, as in sick. Sick, you cannot be driving the car. So imagine you're sick, you've got another person sick. Now, this is where I'll talk about me being the whole, having my own issues, trying to help another initiate, having the issues. I haven't solved my own. How am I going to help the initiate to solve theirs? That's where you get into the water. You're driving with a sick person. They are not, they can't get you to where you want to go because they are sick. Even you cannot help them because you're sick also. So there's something your people are telling you there. Are you with someone? Are you with a healer at the moment who's trying to help guide you, and your people are showing you through that? Or I do not know what your situation is. It's like me saying the blind leading the blind. It's going to suffocate you. You're going to be suffocated. How are you going to help each other? I mean, how do you help someone who's sick? You're sick. All you're going to be doing is just going to be insulting each other in that car, be talking about things that don't make sense because you're both sick. You cannot help each other. You're going to suffocate each other. That is what it is. You got your answer. Your healer is sick. You are sick. The healer cannot take you to where you're going. You're going to drown. Because they're probably going to not be able to turn the car, not go into that water. Because you might be trying to turn the car and another pain, then you're going the wrong way. I mean, most of the time our ancestors, they are actually giving us messages. Like the way you're talking to someone is telling you the truth. They are sick. You understand? She's already told you she's sick. And you as well are sick. You understand? At least one of you has to be better to be able to help the other one. But if you're both the same way, there's a problem there. As healers, like me, if I'm helping someone in the car as a gobela, or helping someone who's just not an initiate, just helping someone, I have to be very good to be able to control that car. But if I'm not very good, even my people will show me. The way they'll show me in that car, even asking, is that a brake? Is that clutch? Was that? I'll be doing that because my people will be telling me, you cannot even control that car. You don't even know which one is which. How are you going to help that person? Please, that situation, you cannot deal with it. Then I'll know that, that one I cannot deal with that one. That is how my people will show me. So maybe your people were showing you something. What are you doing? Okay. All right. Where was I? Okay. Okay, that was I am there. No, I have water spirit, but I don't with spirit it is. I don't know which spirit it is, but I know I'm from the Mashangani tribe. It could be Mandawe, Nzunza spirit. Okay, Nyasha. Okay. Your people will tell you, Nyasha, which spirit it is. Okay. What I've noticed with mine, these people, they work together. These spirits, they work, especially the Nzunza and the other ones, they work together, I think. But I do not. Let me wait for them to explain to me properly. Okay, I'll wait for them to explain properly before I talk about things that I'll wait for them to. So yes, they'll reveal themselves. But the Mandawe, they tend to, the Mandawe, they are so proud. They want to just make it known. They'll do their tricks. They'll send you the emblem, the Mandawe emblem, saying we are here and we are here to stay. Look at us. don't want to be joking around, pretending to be what we are not. So they will just show it to you like that. But then others as well, they might come. But I've noticed with mine as well, that this Nzunza spirit has been with me for a long time. I was not like, it was there, but as in like consciously hidden for me. These people, they do tricks. They give you a little bit of information, and then they it's like it's there, but it's hidden in plain sight. Our ancestors, until you're ready, and then they, like, you look back. I mean, I was looking at my notes, and I'm thinking, oh my gosh, this has been like there. It's been like there. They do that. That's why sometimes you see some dreams, right? You'll try by all means, they will not make sense until the right time. Then they make sense. Maybe after 2 months, after a week or 2 weeks, depending on how your people are working with you, then they bring that bit out. So you become aware of it. I mean, I'm talking about, you can even write your dream on the wall and you pass it in the kitchen every day. You're looking at it. You're talking about this thing, and I don't understand that thing, and you've written it is there on the wall. You're seeing it while you're cooking, you're seeing it all the time. But your people will just somehow make sure that it doesn't become, you consciously, you are not thinking about it as in spiritual terms until the right time comes. So they show it to you, like they prepare you to be able to see clearly. These people, somehow, aren't they? Ancestors, we love them, don't we? Anyway, where was I? Okay. Okay, that was Nyasha there. Excuse me. Okay. Okay, answer to Ayanda. I dreamed of child trafficking. Somebody was hiding children, and when I woke up, my body was shaking. Okay. All right. Okay, it shows how I can stop feeling in my dreams. Okay. Nyasha, this trafficking, to wake you up upset like that means it's something they're teaching you there. They're teaching you something. And this is the kind of things that I was saying to you, that sometimes our ancestors, they'll show us things that are really, really painful. And sometimes they're showing you these things, that things have happened, guys. Sometimes they'll show you things that have happened that you wake up shaking. You'll be so upset, you'll be angry. Okay, but I can't tell with this one, because normally you will know, because sometimes when they're showing you things like that, they might even show you even where you see, they'll show you like the location as well. If they can make you aware of the location, so that you're aware that this happened in this particular place. You understand? You can, because remember, some of these dreams, they don't necessarily will come and give you information. They'll just show you a little bit of something that has happened that they want you to be aware of. But then with the location there, or whatever that was in that room, you'll become aware that, oh, that picture in that room where you saw that thing that was happening, you relate it to something, because they want you to extract that little bit of the clues that they're giving you to understand where that one might be coming from, so that you become aware of things like that. Guys, we'll be shown things like this that are not pleasant, but I do not know with this one. But if I'm being shown something like this that will wake me shaking, that has really stressed me that much that it was too painful for me, that means it's something your people, they want you to be aware of it. They want you to know more about it. Try and find out what happened and where could that have been, things like that. Guys, this is our journey. If you're on this journey to be a healer, they're gonna be showing you things that are not nice, okay? Things that are not nice, things that are happening out there, right? So you need to be able to look at those things and try and understand why things like this have happened and where had that happened, has that thing, if it has happened somewhere and it was not resolved, you know, what is it that your people are trying to give you there? What kind of message are they trying to tell you there? You understand? Because if they show me something like this, if it is part of the history, they're showing me something like this, I'll have to find out what has happened and when, right? When that has happened, when did that take place, right? And did the parents of those children ever found out what happened to their people? And, you know, things like that. It takes us too much. You know, you have to, you need to use your investigative skills. Don't just be upset of it and just keep quiet about it. Be upset enough to make, to act on it. You understand? By acting on it, try and find out why that happened and where was that. You understand? Where was that? You know? And who could have been doing that, hiding those children? Because I don't know, Nyasha, your dreams, they're really hectic. I don't know where you are, if you're understanding the things that our ancestors have dealt with and our history enough that your ancestors are showing us that things need to be understood properly. For us to heal as people, we need to understand a lot of things that have happened to our people. You understand? Things like this, for me, when they are being shown like that, remember, it is part of the healing process, and to be able to understand that next time when with this kind of situation, we'll be able to deal with situations properly. Because remember, they are coming to us to make us understand certain things. They are giving us they are sharing with us knowledge, things that have happened, but they want us to be aware of things that have happened and how we can use what they've learned and they couldn't do anything about it at the time. What we could do now as the living to correct certain things. Therefore, they have to show us the hardcores. Things like that one. Guys, when I'm saying hardcore, it means for me it's like it's a difficult thing. You know, those kind of things. Yeah. I understand what you're saying there, Nyasha. I see a lot of these things in my dreams, but only when I see them, I know that my people are making me aware of something that has happened, right? That I need to look at it and you know, so that you don't just look at it and just get shaken and just go to bed the following day. You need to start thinking. Be futuristic. What can we do to help our people? What can we do to help our people? Because this has happened to our people. Our children were kidnapped. Our children were trafficked. Our children are still trafficked. Our children are still being kidnapped. What can we, as a person, what can I do? Remember, they don't show you things for you to sit down. There's no drinking teas after seeing these kind of things. You need to start thinking. You need to start studying. Try to understand, how can I help my community, part of my community, deal with this situation? What can I do? What can I bring to my community for situations like this, to deal with it? Guys, our people are not making us sleep. They want us to start thinking. There are things they couldn't correct. There are things they made mistake on. But we need to start thinking straight. Situations like this, how do we deal with them? How do I play my part in this? Dreams like this. It will have clues. I know I'm going on it for too long, but it's one of those things that for me, they wake up dragging me, like the whole day my energy will be gone. Okay. I was looking, okay. Nyasha, how can I stop failing in my dreams? Nyasha, you just keep on, you just, look. Well, as dreamers, you need to be able, at first you won't be able to react properly in dreams. But as dreamers, our training is about training ourselves to be able to be the observer in a dream and be able to not just be there as observer. Try to correct things in that dream. You understand? Be in the dream consciously and subconsciously. Think, react properly, and look at it like like when you're dreaming, you're just dreaming, right? But you need to start as a healer. You need to start not just dreaming. Become aware that you're dreaming, so you can look at the situation and try to correct and deal with ancestors. When I'm saying deal with ancestors, beat the ancestors at their own game. By that I mean you need to start. When you're in that dream, forget your dreaming, forget your sleeping, you're lying down and asleep. You need to get in that dream and become aware you're dreaming. What are these people showing me here? Why am I doing this? Why am I not doing this? Why am I not? And start to acting and start, like some dreams, ancestors, especially when they're showing you something and you just fail, they get you out of the dream and you wake up because even them, they're pissed off. They just get you out of the dream. You get out of the dream and you wake up. There are some dreams you'll be dreaming and it ends, you're still dreaming, right? It ends, you go back to sleep, you're still sleeping. But some dreams, your ancestors, the thing that your reaction in that dream will make them wake you up. So you're dreaming, and when it ends, wake up, because you just failed totally. Ancestors couldn't understand how you couldn't even think straight in that dream. So they just wake you up. You understand? So there are dreams like that. So we need to become aware. When you're going to bed, you need to tell yourself that tonight, I'm going to deal with situation in my dreams. You understand? You need to set yourself that you're going to be dealing with it in that dream. Unless if that one is teaching, therefore, sometimes, even if you go there armed and subconsciously, you just do your thing. You'll fail anyways, because subconsciously you cannot correct yourself in there. Because that's how you're going to be doing things. But some dreams, you even push your ancestors to take you back into the dream. That is when you become because remember guys, this is training. The more you practice this, the more you become, it becomes easy for you. And sometimes when you come out of that dream, even when you're not trained enough, you're still practicing, they're still giving you a dream, they kick you out of it, where you become awake, right? You need to talk to your people. Ask them you want to be taken back to that dream. You need to ask them you need to be taken back to that dream. There are things that you need to correct. There are things that you are unhappy about in that dream. You need to start talking to your people properly, guys. Because remember, when they're kicking you out of the dream, where you become awake, that means they're there. They're upset, they're there, right? You need to start paddling and ask them to take you back into the dream. They can take you back in the dream. Remember, we are tracers. We can go back and trace the dream. They can take you back to that position where you are. You feel like you've been wronged there. So you want to go there and correct it. Don't wait for the following day. You're dealing with it right there and then. Okay, that is the dream. So even if you wake up, if you fail in that dream, you fail. Remember, okay, this is how I talk to my people. The reason why I'm mentioning this is because I talk to my people like that. If they give me a dream, let's say they give me a dream, and I was not happy with it, and I ask them, like some dreams, and I'm just tired. I just want to go to sleep, right? I not want to be bothered again. But if let's say the dream was at 3 o'clock in the morning, right? And I fall asleep again, I wake up at 5 a.m. I'm going to ask my people that, please, I need to go back to that dream. Because that dream was, I'm not comfortable with that situation in there. You understand? Guys, these dreams, the way, I don't know how to explain them, the way our people are creating them for us. Remember, these are the films. Films can be changed, especially when it's a training dream, right? It can be changed. You can prove to your ancestors that your reaction will be different. Your actions in that dream will be different from the way you acted in there. So you need to tell them, you need to ask them to take you back so you can do something because you need a pass. But there are some spirits, they haven't got time for that. They haven't got time for that. If you fail, you fail. You will have to wait for another dream, another week to prove yourself. So for the whole week, you need to be proving yourself consciously, meaning that you need to be acting. If they showed you something in that dream that you failed, it means now you need to consciously be correcting the things that you saw in the dream that you couldn't correct. That is nothing to do with the dream. There's no playing around where your ancestors are teaching you. This is, if you failed it subconsciously in there, that is how you are. Anyway, even subconsciously, your reaction is not right. You need to prove now. That is when we're going to be proving on a day-to-day. When I'm saying proving on a day-to-day, you're going to be trying to change things. You're going to be trying to change things. I don't know if you guys understand what I mean by that. You're going to be trying to consciously change things about you that they were not right in the dream. So that when the next dream comes, and I'm not talking about faking it, because you cannot fake something. Subconsciously, you cannot fake it. Consciously, you can try and fake it. Oh, you showed me like I couldn't give people tea, lots of teas. I'm going to be giving them consciously lots of teas. Like, look at me, I'm giving this one, I'm even repeating, I'm giving another cup. You are faking it with your ancestors or spirits. Subconsciously, you're going to be yourself. You're going to be, people are going to be coming to you and say, can you give us teas? You're going to be refusing. No, I cannot give you teas. Because your ancestors are showing you your true, the way you are, truthfully. You can lie to yourself consciously. Subconsciously, there's no lying there. But when is your ancestors teaching you about something, you remember, you can ask them to take you back there, to correct it. If you still have time, sometimes you'll fall asleep again and you'll see that they're continuing that dream. So you correct things. Okay? Where was I? Okay. Okay. All right. Jemina, Tobela, Jemina. Gogo, on one of your last videos, you talked about restaurant dream. Can you please elaborate on serving in a restaurant? I dream every night as a waiter, serving customer, mostly white people. And you're serving them, it is your setting. The restaurant is your setting. Your people or your spirits have given you a setting. It depends what kind of spirits those are or what kind of, who's putting you in that setting, right? You are serving people in a restaurant, meaning that as someone who's serving, you're going to listen to what people they want. When you're in that restaurant, you're going to give them what they want. You're going to see if they need something more. You're going to give them. You're going to look if they're behaving right, how you deal with that, the way they're behaving. You know, you're thankful to them, you know, for, obviously you're not going to say thank you for behaving right. They're supposed to behave right? But even you're going to show as the person who's serving them food, right? You appreciate the way they are behaving as well. The way you give them things, you put in the place there, you keep on asking them, do you want water to be added? Are you refilling that water bottle? Are you doing things? So this one, they're taking you there for teaching purposes. You are in the school, restaurant setting. Your behavior there will show. If those people who are sitting down there, the white people are sitting down there eating and they're talking to you anyhow they like, they think they can treat you the way they like to treat people. They have no respect for you. And you're taking it lying down as well. It will show. If you're taking it lying down, it is either you're taking lying down because you know you're there to work, get paid, get money, and go home. You do not want too many issues. It is their problem and stuff like that. Or is someone who's gonna be, if people are behaving the way they're not supposed to behave, you're gonna tell them, make them aware of their behavior. Because remember, you are there. They're trying to work on what? As someone who's serving people food. I think that's what you're saying, isn't it? You're serving people food. Restaurant. You're serving. you're serving people food. Are you able to control the situation around you? Because it's a restaurant. Remember, people come with different behaviors. Some people, they're there to have a good time, but then they can have too much of a good time where they become a nuisance, right? Or some people, they can get there and start treating you like you're nothing. You understand? Because remember, you're dealing with different people in the restaurant setting. How you deal with different people with different behaviors will show your people how you are, how you deal with challenges. Dealing with challenges with good people, dealing with challenges with people with behavior problem, dealing with challenges with people who you're giving them food, there's nothing wrong with it, will just say, they finish eating the food, they're just saying, that food was not good, we're not paying. How you deal with the situation. Or they just come in there, just think about restaurant, right? And imagine if you're serving people and you're finished serving them. And they look at you, they finish, their plates are, remember, you're not telling me anything, all you're just telling me is you're saving. Remember, they're taking you there so that you can learn something, so you do well outside, right? So that you become a good person outside. Okay? You become, your awareness, your observation skills, your control, your decision making, all those kind of things, they will be shown to you in that restaurant. You understand? So it is about you, how you deal with things. But you just look at how you're dealing with things in that setting anyway. Then you'll know that there I failed. Today, when I was working on my duty, I failed because of this and this and that. Then when they check you back again, I failed or I passed, I did very well. I'm going to get a tip because I was doing well. Even they will show you in the restaurant, people giving you tips, right? You serving, they're giving you tips, because you don't give someone a tip when you think, even if you're first, you ask, but the tip is for a good service. This one was not giving us a good service. So your setting, Jemina, that's what it's all about, is that your people are taking you there, then they'll be studying you like you are like in the lab. The restaurant is a lab. Your people have put you in the lab, so they are studying you. They're seeing how you react to things, how you deal with things, how you deal with that I'm repeating myself now. But you are in the lab. Just think about you like in a lab, and your ancestors are studying you. That's the only way I can put it. Okay, that's Ayanda. Tulisile, okay. Okay, I think I understand. But this Sangoma I do not know, but you have clarified a lot. Okay, thanks. Tobela, Sirogula, Tobela. I was told I have a calling, but the problem is that one of my ancestors from my mother's side, and no one seems to know the person. Okay, so look, sometimes the people who come to us, your people might not be aware of them. They might not be aware of them. And sometimes even people might even be telling you where they come from as well in those dreams, your ancestors in those dreams. And people are not aware of those things, those places, because they don't exist anymore, or no one knows about them, right? You get to those situations. So you all you just have to do is be patient with the people who are coming to you in those dreams and ask them questions. Because remember, sometimes the way we ask them questions in those dreams as well, you'll be talking to someone in the dream, trying to ask them questions, but the way you're asking them, it will show disrespect. The ancestors will just disappear, right? While you're still asking, but who are you? But the way you're asking is like, but then who are you? The ancestors will disappear. In that dream, they will just disappear. Then you realize, you didn't even get your answer, right? But then when you go, if they're not talking to you, you go in that dream, and you like I said, you have to prepare yourself to go to the dream to ask questions so that you understand the people who are coming to you in those dreams, right? If they're coming to you in the dream. Or you are asking, like my ancestor, all my ancestors, no one knows about you. Can you try and explain to me who you are? right? You're talking before you go to bed. Can you try and tell me who you are? Explain it to me properly. And this time, please, can you try, don't rush it, because sometimes I don't remember everything in the dream. Just explain it to me properly. And if you can, just use even the building so that I can see where you were in, what kind of place this could be. You understand? Just show me the way you remember, so that when I go back to my people to ask more, I'll have enough clues so that they will be able to understand it properly. So your ancestors will keep on adding more clues to you, so that they explain those people. Because sometimes the names that our people are using, they are unknown names. The ancestors, they come with unknown names. It's like me coming back to my great grandkids and saying, my name is Mogolo Makhosi Amakhulu Tlukhulu. And my grandchildren, I'm not talking about my children, my grandchildren, they know me as Maidi, right? So I come now, that Maidi bit doesn't exist to me. I come and say, I'm Mogolo Makhosi Amakhulu Tlukhulu. Imagine the kind of confusion if they don't have YouTube at that time. It will cause. Everyone will be trying to say, but who's Mogolo Makhosi Amakhulu Tlukhulu? If this information was not shared. Because remember, some of our people, they go into some other things. They forget that bit of our people. So it's no longer being known. You understand? So now imagine that I go there to my great-grandkids saying, I'm Mogolo Makhosi Amakhulu Tlukhulu. They know me as Maidi. They know their great-grandmother as Maidi. They're going to be confused. Right? And I'll go and say, I'm Ngaka Tlukhulu. They're going to be confused. Right? And I was going to them, talking to them, giving them my spiritual names, and then even reciting them my those the spiritual name. They come with a kind of a poem, something like that, and reciting it. I'm like from this, like this, and my poem, the way it says, is like I'm from a place, but it's not. It's got deeper meaning to that. I'm gonna confuse my people. So you just need to ask the people who are coming, just ask them to explain things nicely to you, step by step, so that when you go to people, you will give them a little bit of a clue, then they will become aware. Oh, is that one? That's how it is. And they will come. Excuse me. They'll come. I just ask them to explain themselves. Tobela Berosi. Is it Berosi? Berosi, okay. Tobela, how do I solve the issue of paternal and maternal ancestors fighting each other because both parties believe I belong to their side? My parents got married while my mom was pregnant with me. Didn't I reply to this one? Didn't I reply to this before? Okay. Sometimes things have to be done, right? If remember this a lot of things our ancestors, they come is a matter of principle, the things that our ancestors fight over, right? Culturally, some of us, right? You know that when you have a child, you get someone pregnant out of wedlock, it is something that family from the paternal side, they need to pay damages. They need to acknowledge that their child has done something that is not what was not right. Got their child pregnant before marriage. They just need to be acknowledged that the child has done something what? Wrong. And if they didn't do that, do not think ancestors are going to take it lying down. Remember, this part of this knowledge is about keeping our culture and our survival, right? They'll keep on reminding us to do things that we need to keep on doing, so that it's part of building communities, right? Strengthening the communities. Because otherwise, if people are just going to go there, impregnate someone and just go run, and after that, after they decide they want to do something and they come and get married, not acknowledging that bit that they've done something wrong, it doesn't take us, it doesn't build us. right? It doesn't build us. Remember, all these things we're doing, all these rituals we're doing, is part of keeping us together, guys. Keeping us together so that we have good relations as communities, right? If they didn't do that one, they need to do it. Even if now you have children, your ancestors will still be complaining about the fact that the way you came into existence, something was not solved there. We need to go back before we look forward and get excited about the future. We need to trace our footsteps. Something there, like you said, that I belong to this, and my parents got married while my mom was pregnant. So maybe they didn't even acknowledge that bit that something was done. Remember that we need to be kept. Our parents needs to believe and think that we are virgins before we get married. But here, there was nothing like that. There was pretend that I'm so much in love, I'm getting married, and like they're hiding that bit. We're gonna get two for the price of one, not acknowledging the other bit, the pregnancy. You broke into my home, you wronged me. You need to acknowledge that bit. The ancestors will talk about that bit, because don't think they are not aware. When you're conceiving, these people are watching, right? Before you even come here, they already know, right? They already know that you're gonna be from that bit and from that other bit of the family, right? Now imagine now that it was hidden, and the other one, the man just thought. In Sotho we're saying, I cannot even say that one, because that one means if you're marrying someone with a child who's not yours, it might not, meaning that but that one is not, because it is the child of that one. But the man, or it's either they both didn't know that they were pregnant, but in this instance, it looks like they knew there was pregnancy, but they didn't do the things, the rituals. They'll be fighting about this, guys. And it's not a fight like these things that we're thinking about. No, it is just that we need to acknowledge things that we can correct. We need to be taught, you do something like this, you do something like this, you need to get the family together and then talk about it, that you've done this, right? Something was done, okay? So now we're going to be marrying you. Obviously, we've done wrong. There's pregnancy already. I'm using the way I know about my culture, right? And this one, even my people, they've got issues with it. This one, I'm talking about something that my people have issue with. They will even say they want their child. They want their child because that child, remember, is a living thing in there. You are not taking someone you are taking two people, but you're acknowledging one. Why? You're taking two people, taking two living souls to a family, but you're acknowledging one. And then the other one comes in. Two souls live one house, and then they go to yours, and you want you only acknowledge that you're carrying this one soul, you're taking this one soul, but then you've got two. Why? And now you want to make these two souls yours when you only acknowledge one. That other one was not acknowledged at the time. Why now trying to keep two? Why now trying to pretend that they came as two when they came? You said they came as one. You came to tell us that you were taking one, you were not taking two. Guys, it's deeper than that. It's deeper than that. We just have to acknowledge that it's part of us, who we are. And this is what will keep us, will make us stronger, when we acknowledge our faults and we try and how do you say? We try and restore trust within families. And this is an easy thing that can be solved by just the other family sending someone to acknowledge their fault and asking the other family to see what is it that we can do to help repair that damage that was caused by our child, so that our ancestors, they can spiritually defend us, not fight each other, but spiritually defend us. They can stand as one, not the other one pulling that side, the other one pulling that side, therefore allowing space so that other people can go in between and do what? Mess the whole system. We need people staying together like this, protective of their child, not like this with this space. We don't want this space in the ancestral realm. So it's very easy to solve. This one is very easy to solve. Guys, we need to forget about modernity. Start dealing with things the way our people. And these ancestors, is not like they're fighting and they're not telling you what needs to be done. They're fighting and they'll be telling you that you need to do this bit so that things can be together. You need to do this. There's no ancestor who's going to fight and they're saying we are fighting and they leave it like that we're going to fight. They're going to say we are fighting because of this and this and that. But if you do this and that, we won't stop. We will stop fighting. And do not take it as simple, guys. Do not take that one as simple. That one is very important. It's very important for us as people, for our psyche. You will see, we will be very strong when we deal with things like this, culturally deal with things like this. We help our ancestors not to fight. And that fight is not fight. We call it fight. No. It is a way, is an educational fight. They want to teach you about how you're supposed to live with each other. You're being taught so that others do not take advantage of each other. So that was taking advantage. To take something, two things for the price of one is taking advantage. So they'll be trying by all means to correct that bit. Do not take it small, guys. It's very important. It's very important. Tiamo, Tobela, Gogo, Tobela, Tiamo. Can I please explain vision of mathematical equation? Or can you please explain? I can't explain it. I can't explain it. This one I'll need help from my people. I can't explain it like that. Tiamo, what kind of mathematical equations are you getting? Because a lot of my dreams, when I get dreams with equations, they are very, very big dreams. Like seriously big dreams. Even me, I used to love maths, but when I see those dreams, I know that this is deeper than I can even put 1 and 1 and make it 2. You understand? So these are very, very big dreams. So it depends what comes with that equation. They don't just come like that. This, me like being saying like this, after drinking tea, the cold tea, to explain that big dream, I can't. Even mine, I cannot explain them. The ones with mathematical equations, I cannot explain them. All I know is that my people now here, they're taking me somewhere deeper. They're taking me deeper. We are going deeper. We're going to go deep inside with my people, sisters. Anyway, it depends here. Just go back to them. They'll keep on, because normally when it comes like that, they don't just come like the equation and come with everything. That one is gonna take you stages. This one they're gonna be, if it's the same as mine, you're gonna go into proper research. Proper research. I'm not talking about looking at that equation in the dream and start thinking that, oh, you saw square or you saw triangle with numbers and stuff like that, with X and Y on the other side. It means this. When ancestors want to take you into a proper research now, you're going into it's not even postgraduate. This one is different. This one is different. It's deeper. I mean, if I'm thinking, if I'm thinking what you wrote there is what I'm thinking about, yes, your people are far with you. You're gonna have to start from the, I'll give you an example with equation that took me, even now I'm still trying to work it out. The Mandawe. This one was not even equation where I'm seeing it, equation. It was like it was like they were talking about the Mandawe triangle, which was the lightning kind of thing. That I need to understand why the Mandawe will come with the lightning and saying Mandawe will leave a triangle. Hey! That one is not the one you're talking about. I know the one you're talking about is like sometimes you see the equation like too many, like mathematical things, simple there, and you're looking and you're thinking, what the hell? But I'm just giving you a little bit. Even me, I still scratch my head when it comes to those. Because when your people are taking you there, guys, this one you need them to take you. You need your people to take you, or to get someone, to look into someone so that they can see if that one will take you into that, will get you out of that equation, or will help you solve that equation, or solve that problem. That is mathematical. The day you need your people. But all I can say is that I've been in the mathematical blanket, mathematical cloth, mathematical fabric. And I can tell you, even that one, you need ancestors using their eyes to work through with you about the equations in there. Addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. You need them in there telling you that when you divide that one, you don't necessarily have to come at that answer. That answer is going to come this way. But look, it's not actually that answer. Wait a minute. We have to take you like that, my child. We need to start using the square root first. And mixing myself. But mathematical equations, guys, is deeper than that. It's too deep. I can't help you there. I can't help you there. But I'll try to get my people to with what they were showing me, with the vision that they were showing me with mathematical ones. But mine are too spiritual, like spiritual. They even come with the sound in the songs, not songs like some. You hear that this is spiritual, this is deeper, right? There'll be the kind of music in there, like you hear. It's not like you hear it as in like a music playing, like someone playing. Guys, like the spiritual kind of music in there, in that dream, with the vision of mathematical equation. That one, your people will need to get to you. It is that deep. That's what I'm trying to say, Tia. This is where I'll say, you do not want to tempt, to even tempt with that one. It is serious thing. Serious thing. Okay, Nyasha, okay, Nsiamo got that. Nyasha Matleko Gogo, why are my ancestors taking so long to connect with me? Nyasha, your people are making, like some drinks, right? Some drinks, if you drink it after 7 days, it is not strong. Some drinks, you have to let it be out there in the sun. You need to make it brew properly. 8 days, go, you start even smelling it. 9 days, oh, the smell is overwhelming. 10 days, can we drink that? And remember, I don't drink alcohol, but I know the smell of alcohol when they're brewing it. 11 days, people start complaining. Yeah. That smell is too strong, man. That alcohol is red. I'm talking about the African brewed one. It's red. People are waiting there with those things. The gods, with the gods, they want you to pour it because it is so strong, it's so overwhelming. It's calling everyone, all the community, they are outside the gate. They are saying that alcohol is ready for drinking. That is when your ancestors are making sure that you come out there, and when people start drinking you as alcohol, the African alcohol one, what do they call it? African beer. When people start drinking you, they'll just have one sip and be looking like that. They'll be gone. They can get all the wisdom they need from drinking you, just a sip from drinking you. So they'll make you that strong. So the delay is always for a purpose. Okay, your people, they're making sure that you are at that level, the right one. So that when your community start drinking you, no one is going to come out of that house walking straight and forgetting that they were drinking you. They're going to come out of that house. They'll be telling their next generation that beer was made by Nyasha's ancestors. That's when they're done with when they're done with you. Your community will be talking like that. So don't rush them. Be like that alcohols. Get yourself be ready for consumption. When you're being consumed, we're not gonna be talking there with men and standing there and pretending as if they're not drinking that beer. They're even thinking they're drinking modern beer. Your people want you to come out there. When you go in that mouth, you do not need to feel those gods. They just need to drink a little bit of you, and that is it. And they're going to be telling the neighbors as well. And from the neighbor, just imagine your community, right? They're going to be going to the next town and telling them about you. That in my village or in my town, there is that beer that you cannot even finish it. You just have to drink a little bit of it. That beer is that strong. That is you, when you've got all that wisdom, when your people have given you all the knowledge, have strengthened you, have made you as good as they want you to be. So do not rush it. You'll get there. Why do women in African culture need to be married? Why is African culture so strict on women? I don't know about that, Nyasha. I don't know about that, and I don't know the strict. I don't think any culture is strict. Our culture is not strict at all. Our culture set us for a good life. It set us for life of. I mean, don't think about our culture as tainted. Don't think about our culture as tainted, and don't think about our culture as the way things are now because of. We are trying to adapt to other things that are happening around us. So it is therefore difficult for us to even live through what we know. So we have to take other people's cultures, try to match it, to mix it with ours, to make something so that we can be whatever we can be because of circumstances. You understand? So you need to look at things in the pure way. Pure way. Look at it in a positive way. Do not use the distorted or the mind that has been brainwashed to look at things. We need to look at things and with our brainwashed minds, and we need to look at things and look at it as what if things were like that? How are things helping our people in that way? Then, what were circumstances that were making our people do things that they were doing then? Look at it as this now. With based on what is happening to us now, the current lifestyles and stuff. Is our culture serving us good or is it not serving us good? And if it's not serving us good, what is making that? Then you'll get your answer. You'll get your answer. To Tolivifil said, what does it mean? I dream of a famous white soccer player asking me for a financial assistance to pay for his debts. Okay. Paying for his debts and then what? Someone is asking you to pay for their debts, all right? And this person is famous. You yourself, You yourself, if someone is famous, that means they must have been making a living, making money, right? And if someone is famous and they are making money, but they are unable to pay their debt, and they're asking someone who's not famous to pay their debt, why? And this person who's not famous, Tuto, if you're not famous and you're paying their debt, do you actually have the money to pay this person's debt? Or are you paying their debt because you look at them and you get overwhelmed by them being famous, being white? Because obviously you must be black if you even mentioning that person is white. What are your people trying to tell you here? Did you pay this person's debt? And when you paid it, if you did pay it in that dream, did you have money? Because you can't pay someone's debt and you don't have money. You're going to go home and start asking people for bread or for money to, you understand? So it's something, they might be trying to tell you something about you as a person. We don't know yet. We're just making assumptions here. This dream hasn't ended. This dream hasn't ended. Because here your people are taking you to you. Things we need to look at. But we don't know what has happened there. Whether there was the debt were paid, or whether you, Tuto, you looked at your situation. You looked at the person, the famous white person asking you for money to pay their debt. You compare the situations together and you said, I cannot pay someone's debt when I don't have the money. And this person is famous. And they're probably living life that I will probably want to live. And I'm paying them to continue to live that life. And I'm going home and I'm going to be like there, looking at them on telly, getting excited that I paid their debt. And I'm worried about my next bill as well. That TV, actually, that license is not even paid. But I managed to pay for the famous person's debt. Did you pay that debt? Because probably they might be trying to tell you that physically you might be taking too much that you cannot, you yourself are easily pleased, easily impressed by others, and doing things to please others when you're going to go home and be. Your people are even using a famous soccer player. So this one they really do. And they're even using a white person. Hey, I don't know what your people are trying to tell you here. But then the financial assistance, here we're talking about finance. Are you able to support a famous person yourself? We'll know. That dream hasn't ended. That one now we were just playing with it, but we don't know. We didn't get information. All we know is that your people are watching you to see if you're gonna be taking money from the last money you have, or breaking your own bank account to impress this soccer player. Okay, what is the significance of moving a luxurious white SUV? Ooh, Twitter. People are showing me your dreams. They're involving big things. Luxurious white, the signal of moving a luxurious white SUV from one parking to a better parking while waiting for my food from a McDonald's restaurant. Whose car was that? Whose car was that? Moving it from one parking to a better parking. Obviously, you don't think that the park where that car is. Twitter, your dreams, your people they're it's like they're tormenting you here. They're tormenting you here. Actually, this is what I'll call when my people are fed up with me in dreams. Okay? When they're showing me my behavior straight like this, there's no way that I can say I didn't see something proper. There's nothing there that will make me come out of the dream and say I didn't see what my people were showing me proper. In this way, what you're saying here, and a white SUV is parked there. You think, you as a person waiting for McDonald's food, you think that's McDonald's, isn't it? bless their heart, the McDonald's people. You seeing that car is not parked at the right parking spot because it cannot be there. It's too posh to be in that place. It needs to be moved to the other parking that is suitable for it. What are your people trying to tell you here to do? The first one, you're using money. They're using money to try and see if you're gonna take money from your pocket or from your account to help someone who's famous, who's in debt, right? The second one, they're showing you, actually it's the same as that one, but different setting. They're showing you waiting for what? For McDonald's. Moving. A luxurious. Whose luxurious car is that one? So we know maybe it's your luxurious car, but you just want to drive luxurious cars, but you still love your McDonald's. Still love cheap food. But that is nice food, isn't it? I love McDonald's. They've got vegetarian burgers. But whose car was it that you're moving to a better parking space? It was parked. It is parked. Car is parked. It doesn't matter what parking space is. As long as it's parking properly is where it's supposed to be and stuff like that. But this is white SUV. Anyone can see that is white SUV. SUV, not VE, SUV. It's supposed to be moved from where it was parked properly, but moved to a better. Listen, you even saying a better parking space. Your language says a lot. It says a lot. We will leave it there until you let us know why you're doing all these things. Why are you doing these things? Why? What are your people trying to tell you here? And your people really, your people, they sound like my people. Sometimes when they'll send me things like that. Actually, I'll call them the dreams that they're just thrown in. They just throw the dreams at me, right? And throw me in there and see how I react. And they show me my level as well. Look at where you are. Look at what you're doing. Look at what you're thinking while you're doing it. The two things, they don't correspond. What do you think is wrong here in this situation? Because if it's not your car and it was parked where it was parked, but you thinking the way you're thinking, you moved it to that place that you thought it was better parking space, and then you go there queuing at McDonald's to wait for your food. Whose car was it? But if it was your car, you would have said it was your car. But seeing the other dream that they were using someone famous, so that means even that one is not your car. You probably are moving someone's car. You are thinking for someone, moving it for them. When they thought where it was necessary and good for them to be parked there. But you went off from the queue, from the McDonald's queue, waiting for your food, and you saw something that you thought cannot be right. You move something that doesn't belong to you because you are thinking yourself, you've got that thing that is still, your people are still trying to make you understand, to make you, to correct that bit about you. Guys, when ancestors are using things like this, it's nothing to do with these people that we are with. It's to do with corrections. They're correcting us. They're correcting something about you that is not right. The first one, if you paid someone, you paid for someone's debt and you don't have money, there's something that is not right about you that needs to be corrected, right? The second one, if I'm making guesses here because this dream is not giving me anything else. If you're standing on a queue, you're observing other people's nice things, and people put their nice things in, they pack their nice thing where they thought they don't care because these people, they are not impressed, they are not easily impressed by other things. Right? They are okay, they are comfortable with who they are. They parked where they wanted to park. But you, standing there on that queue, waiting for your food, the McDonald's food, you saw that they said, the car owner didn't do something right. I'm going to correct them. They should not be parking there. That is too cheap for them. They need to park at this better parking space. What are you people saying? What are your people saying? There's still something that, as you cannot be a healer like that. You cannot be a healer like that. You need to correct that bit of you. You cannot be a healer like that. People will do what they want to do. You do you. People will do them. And even if you see things is nothing to do with you, continue doing your things. This is where you are. You'll get to that level as well. When you're driving a white SUV, when you're driving it, it is yours. You will go and park it where you want to park it. Nice parking space. And you'll go into McDonald's and eat at McDonald's and continue to do you. But not when it's someone else, you're moving it. That's what they're comfortable with, why it was. Why is it bothering you? It's nothing to do with you, it's yours. It's not even yours. I'm putting words there because I'm playing with what you've given me. I'm playing with what you're giving me here. I'm adding up spices. I'm helping your ancestors. Okay, where was I? Nyasha, Gogo, why is it that after a divorce, most families just break apart? And why did our ancestors let our mothers being abused in marriages? No ancestors, Nyasha, will let their child be abused in marriages. Let's not blame ancestors for that. Ancestors don't do that. Ancestors will be directing you. Ancestors will be showing you things that you need to see, right? And we as people, we will not leave those situations just because we are not ready to leave those situations, even if they are not the right situations for us. Ancestors cannot make you leave if you don't want to leave. They can just be upset. They can just sit down there, just be watching you and be upset, be crying and be angry, even send other people to come to you and tell you, please go, leave this person. You don't listen to them. Ancestors will keep on sending different people to you to help you leave people. And I'm telling you this because I'm talking about something that I deal with. Ancestors can do whatever they want. They can do as much to help you. And they're not even going to send a family member. They'll even ask someone else, if there's another healer in another town, they'll even send that healer to you to tell you that, but why are you in this situation? This situation is not good for you. Why are you here? You understand? Why don't you, someone you haven't gone to pay for, someone you're just meeting on the street will just talk to you like that, but why? When you're not ready to leave, you're not going to leave. Ancestors or not, they're not going to do anything. They can't force you to leave. And that one, we should not lie and say ancestors, they're letting you be in a situation where you don't want to be. That one, that's not true. Because I deal with ancestors. I hear ancestors crying. And I wake up with low energy. You cannot lie about ancestors. This one, we cannot lie about ancestors. Ancestors will do so much to help us, but we don't want to listen. Okay, where was I? Nyasha, okay. Why is it our culture the men are benefiting over the women? Do I need to believe in our culture if I'm not benefiting of it? Nyasha, which culture is this? There's no culture in Africa, if you're African, that men are benefiting over women. There's no culture like that in Africa. This, what you're talking about, is what we are now being consuming, this new culture we are consuming. There's no culture in Africa like that. I don't know which culture is this. This is it sounds like the different culture, the one that looks like. I don't want other people to just start fighting me now. But there's no African culture like that. Which culture are you talking about? Men benefiting over women. This is the modern culture, isn't it? You're talking about. Barrows, my father paid lobola in full, and a year before I was conceived, then they got married traditional when my mom was pregnant with me. Oh, hold on. My father paid lobola in full. year before I was conceived. Then they got married traditionally when my mom was pregnant. Okay. With me after the lobola was paid. I don't understand. I don't understand. So your ancestors are fighting. I don't understand. Your father paid lobola in full year before I was conceived. They got married traditionally when my mom was pregnant with me. After the lobola was paid, then they start fighting. You need to ask your ancestors what are they fighting about. Ancestors, they don't just get bored in ancestral realm and start fighting each other. There's something there that you're not being told. Berus, you need your ancestors to tell you something, the truth, why they're fighting. There's no ancestor who can just, they've got things they need to deal with. There's no ancestor who can fight over something that doesn't make sense. Something there happened. There's something was not done right somewhere. You need to find out why are they fighting over you. Because ancestors cannot fight over children for no reason. You understand? They can't fight over us just like that. There's something. And only ancestors will be able to tell you why they're fighting. Only ancestors will tell you why they're fighting over you. Because ancestors, when they've got this child, that let's say they want to give you gifts, right? Because I think this is where we're going, right? They want to give you gifts. The others want to give you gifts. The others want to give you gifts. They want to give you gifts together. They need to sit down and see how they're going to be unfolding those gifts to you, right? Fighting on, I'm going to give her, I want to give her gifts, or I want to give him gifts, or, oh no, you cannot give him or her gifts. Oh, you cannot give, no. Guys, I don't know, because I really, maybe it's either I'm dealing with ancestors who they explain everything in details, even their fights. When I'm talking about fights, I'm talking about when me as a human being, I'll be just sitting down here with my pen and paper, listening to ancestors arguing about a particular issue, and I'll be like, come on now, talk one by one. So what is this one saying? And what is that one saying? So what is the problem here? This is when I'm talking to ancestors who are arguing. So what is the problem here? So you are saying this is the issue. And then that one is coming with that and is the issue. Okay, so then what do you want to happen? What do you want to happen? So that I'll be able to go and give the message to the people that you want to give. And I'm telling you, they will go, and what they call is like a bite saver. The other ancestors on the partner will go that side, the maternal will go that side. I'm not talking about my ancestors, I'm talking about customer ancestors. They will go that side, the other ones will go that side, and they will talk through things, and then they will bring a representative, the other bit will bring a representative, the other will bring another representative, then they will talk. The other one will talk. When they finish talking, they have written down, the other one will talk. They will finish talking, or written down, then they will talk. Or this and this will help us, will make things good for us. Themselves. For me, all I just do is that please stop arguing in my head. And remember, I'm a human being. I do not even understand what is happening here. The thing you're talking about, for me, I still have to try and make sense of it. So can you please try and explain? That's what ancestors will do. They'll be trying to explain things properly to you. Even this one, there's something they will need to explain it to you. Only them can explain these things to you. I can't explain it without understanding what it is. But you will know, they will tell you. Tiamo, Gogo, do we get, okay. Gogo, do we get named at a ceremony? Or sometimes I get names, but not sure if it is a spiritual name or not. Names, it depends how they give you names. Okay, my first name was given to me, like they just told me my name is this, right? The second name was given after a ceremony, that this is my other name. You understand? So it depends. So if they're giving you a name, you know that it is your name they're giving you, right? The way our ancestors talk to us, they'll talk to us in a way that we'll understand. If they're throwing in a name, they're spiritually throwing in a name, and telling you that your name is this now, you'll know that this is what they're saying, it is your name. I think, let me see, I think I was looking at my notes today, seeing when my people told me that I am now Khaka. That was, I'm just trying to see how that name came together. Okay. Oh, okay. Okay, so the other name to me, but anyway, my people were talking to me. So this other name, when they were telling me that I'm now Khaka, okay, they were saying to me, okay, the dream came with me being in a Govela's place and stuff like that. Okay, the dream came, it was me being in a Govela, and I did as expected. Anyway, they wanted to see how I deal with situation and stuff like that in the Govela. There was a problem with the Govela and the way the Govela was treating the initiating there. And anyway, me as a who went there to Govela for a particular reason, I knew I was coming there for that reason. According to my ancestors, I behave as expected, as someone who's dealing with situation around them. Then in that dream, at the end, I could see that there were my family in there, meaning that they were about to celebrate now, right? That I've passed, I'm ready to go home. Then the name came now with my people coming to me to tell me that there's this new name they're giving me. Like there's this, like I'm now or Khak, what they call it. So it was played like that through the dream, passing a test in the dream, and then the celebration in that dream, and then the new name, but this was them talking to me, auditory, okay, like that. But most of my names, they're given to me auditory, so I can't. But some people I know, they get their names in dreams. You just get your name in a dream. They'll play up something and then they'll show you. You'll hear someone calling you that your name is now this in the dream. Like even me in your, let's say I'm in your dream and I'm talking to you and I'm saying to you, your name is Tiamo, right? Your name is Tiamo, and then you ask me, but it's not my name. And I keep on saying, your name is Tiamo. That means your people are telling you that your name is this one. Okay, they give names differently, especially this spiritual name, they give you differently. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay. Yeah, so you're given names. So remember as well, with spiritual names as well. So some names you're being given is for a particular reason, right? Remember, as an initiate, you start as an initiate, you'll be called something, right? Your people will call you something. There's a name that your people will call you, depending on what name they call you. When you pass that, you go to another level, secondary school, right? Maybe you're given a different name. When you pass from secondary school, you go to tertiary, then you pass the I'm not talking about these small dreams, the passing. I'm just giving you an example, right? If someone goes to university, they pass, they graduate, right? They become a teacher, right? When you're a teacher, you're given a name, ancestral language, right? You're given a name like this is this. As a teacher, you become teacher, this and that. So when you pass, you now start training people at university, you're given a different name. You are now called this and that. So you have to remember, if they're giving you a name or animal names, it means specific to something different. You have to try and understand what your people are trying to tell you here. You have to try and find out what that name means, because that name could be that is a name of what they call a name, especially healers, is a name of a Govela, means that you are now able to train others, other healer. Then when you are no longer a Govela, you're called something else. That means you are able to train Govelas now. Then you're given another name. That means now you are above there. You are now training, like you become professor, teacher, you become professor, you become whatever, you become whatever. In spirituality, there's that as well. Especially as healers, we go through that. Okay, I hope I answered you there, Tsiamo. Excuse me. Okay. Spiwe Tobalanda. If one has Iket, Mandawe, Wamans, and Isithunywa Ancestor, do they have to twice? Igedla, what? Igedla, I don't know what is Igedla, guys. Mandawe wamanzi, okay? And Isithunywa Ancestor. Do they have to trust? Guys, with Mandawe spirits, if they need you to trade to go to someone, they will take you to someone. If they can do it themselves, they will do it themselves. Mandawe spirits can do that. Remember that. They can do that. And if you have Isithunywa Ancestor, if you need, if your people can teach you, they will teach you themselves. Okay? It doesn't mean if they send you to someone, they'll send you to someone whenever they need to send you to someone. Remember, sending us to people to Twasa. It's not about, sometimes it's not about to Twasa that spirit you carry. Sometimes it's not to Twasa that spirit you carry. It's because when that spirit is coming through to you, it's revealing. Sometimes you go there and then you come out, that spirit is not out. But you were there, your people, they were there to help you heal other things, to help you process some things easier by being around other people, okay? Then when you leave that place, you start seeing that you're now being trusting. You're being trusted by you. Your people are trusting you. There you'll be asking yourself, I wasted my money with that gobela, wasted my money. But it was not that. With that gobela, you probably were getting something different, totally different. But because we used to that, when you're going to Twasa, meaning that you have to come with people speaking to you in your ears. And you have to come back to be dispensing medicine. Sometimes you're being sent to us for different things, totally different. You're being sent to me for something very, very simple. Maybe you've got trust issues. I'll be helping you deal with trust issues. Or maybe you've got anger issues. I'll be helping you deal with anger issues. When your ancestors think you've dealt with anger issues, they're now taking you home so that they can start trusting you. So this trusting business, remember, it's not necessary that you're going to go somewhere and someone's going to be doing something. You need to remember, guys, every time when you're being sent to someone, you need to try and work out what is it that when you're there, what is being revealed to you in those dreams. Every day when you're telling Gobela what you dreamt about, you need to try and work out yourself what is being shown to you in those dreams. Because sometimes it's nothing to do with the spirits that is going to be coming out in 3 months' time. It's to do with now they totally have to deal with the person. They need to strip the person, get the person naked so they can get you in the wash. They can clean you properly. Metaphorical. So they can put you in that bath and clean you properly. So the Gobela is just helping you. It's just cleansing you properly now. Cleansing you and cleansing you and cleansing you. Your ancestors are there in the background and they are just saying, we want that one clean. We're not going to even appear. We want that person to be clean because that person has been carrying too much baggage and we cannot go through. So the Gobela will be just cleansing you, footies, all those things. Even the dreams, you'll be dreaming about things, you'll be angry, you'll be crying and stuff like that. And ancestors are not appearing. There's no appearance of ancestor. All ancestors are doing is that they will be feeding the Gobela and saying, trust that one, we're going to be dealing with that one in that way. And then the Gobela will be keeping you busy with other things. What was the dream? But when are they going to talk to me? What was the dream? So you'll be going through the dreams and the dreams and the dreams. Then you come out, you think, why? I wasted money. Yeah, sometimes money is wasted. But sometimes we need to look beyond the money and think about what was being revealed to us and be thankful that our ancestors dealt with us properly. Now they'll be helping us get the Mandawe spirits themselves. The Mandawe spirits will be appearing now, trying to come out. And the Isithunywa, your Isithunywa spirit, coming with their own messengers, will be as well trying to come out. Okay? That is what it is all about. Where was I? Thobela noNhlanhla. I just can't wait to hear them clearly. I love the bond we are creating. I just need to work harder at connecting to them. That is nice, noNhlanhla. You'll get there. You'll get there. You'll get there. Musera and Tawela. I dreamt of Credomut was visiting and asked my name and told him, but I said, no, you're Cleo. He introduced me to 5 old men, but I only remembered one of them. Oh, Musero, that is nice, Musero. How I like to dream about Credomut. I love too much of, I love his books. I love to, I'm reading his books and he's not even coming to me, he's coming to Musero there. I'm complaining as well. Told him, but said no, you were close. Okay, that's good. You're elephant. Welcome to the tribe. Okay. He introduced me to 5 old men, but I only remember one of them. That means that's the one you were meant to remember, okay? So what happens then? I don't know Mr. Muto in real life. Yes, you'll dream about those people because they're just showing you the people who are coming to you as well. Because Muto is, come on, a lot of us healers, we know Muto, and some of us, like I said, I've read Muto's books, and I still wonder, you know, like sometimes you just wish someone can come to you, like, because we get a lot of people in our dreams, right? Sometimes I wish Credomuto can just come and tell me a lot of things, you know, and I've watched a lot of Credomuto's videos. So I would love to hear more, especially about, there's something that he talked about in one of the books that, that was my book, in one of the videos, about something happening to him while he was in Zimbabwe, which was interesting because I kind of felt that there's something similar there that I cannot even say that. But anyway, so it's like I would love to meet Credomuto in the dreams. So that is wonderful that you met him. That's what I'm trying to say. That is a wonderful that you met him. And what is this guy that you could remember? What was he saying as well? Oh, you get like Isithunywa. Okay, I get you. Okay. Okay, where was so if it's Isithunywa, that means they'll do it. They'll be training you themselves, I guess. I think Isithunywa they're trained, isn't it, by their people? They're trained. They're initiated, I think. But remember, even when you're self-initiating, you'll get a lot of people as well. You'll be sent to people as well. Sometimes as part of training as well. So you'll be sent to a Gobela for other things, so that you know in real life this is how you do things. You understand? For other things, you will see when they start training your people like that. You see a lot of things. Even like I see since I've been on YouTube, most of your ancestors, I see the people who are coming to me from YouTube. They are not necessarily coming to me for consultation. There are people are sending them to train, using me, like training using me. Do you understand? A lot of self-initiate. I'm being used by their people to, like a real life setting kind of thing. So yes, so sometimes they train you, and sometimes they'll send you to people like that, where you are consulting you're the one going for consultation, but it's nothing to do with what you thought you were going for. You're going there to learn on the real life thing. You understand? So it's like that. Where was I? Oh gosh, I'm drinking cold tea. Okay. Just give me 1 second so that I can just put the kettle on, okay? Because guys, I like drinking my things. I like my things hot. Quickly. So where was I? Okay, that's good there. Blessed, Tawela blessed. I had this dream a while ago. I was at some function event at a certain former Chief Justice house. Excuse me. I know his daughter in real life. Okay. At his house. Okay. At his house. I noticed he was sick and in a wheel. Okay. Wheelchair, you meant. I noticed he was sick and in wheelchair. Yes. They even moved to the pool area, and the Chief Justice suddenly wanted to get into the pool, and they let him. He floated on a floater, and suddenly had seizure-like fits, which led him to fall into the water. And I remember he could not use his lower body, and I saw him, wheelchair bound, prior to him deciding to get into the pool. I watched him drown almost and looked around to see whether people around the pool who were also invited to the function or event could see that he was about to drown. No one seems to be bothered, and as I got there, the agency to pull him out of the water before he drowned to his death. A man wearing blue wet clothes, overalls, jumped in and pushed him to my side, and I pulled him out of the water. And then I had an urge to pee, okay? So I asked where the toilet was, and I suddenly left the house where the party was to end up at someone else's house. And white woman and her son opened the door for me. Opened the door, okay, directed me to the bathroom and I pee. Okay, when I opened the bathroom door, I was greeted by a black woman with dreadlocks and a family. They were very nice, polite, and pleased to make my acquaintances. Okay, and the lady gave me earrings as a gift and asked where I was heading. And I told her I was going to Mshadweni, Kankos, and they accompanied me. Right? Okay. And then what happened? What happened? Interesting dream and your observation skills as well. I wonder as well if the man with the overall who came to get the old man out, you said old man, the man out of the pool, because this was like a teaching dream to you. If the man who came to, the overall guy who came to rescue this guy, rescued him faster, because as well, even you could see that there was no one who was aware of what was happening around. You didn't react faster. That's why that man jumped in quicker to get him out, or what? I don't know. But anyway, it's good that from there you went somewhere. You were welcome. You wanted to do something. Normally people wouldn't just let you in their house and stuff like that, but you were welcome in and stuff like that, and were given gift. No one can give you gift just like that. That means someone must have been happy with must have been happy with you to give you the gift. Okay, the earrings, like I said. So for me, I'll look at it as in it's a good dream. It's a good dream, but there's more to it. And then you were going to someone's wedding, and they went with you as well. So it sounds interesting. What happened afterwards? Nyasha, in Zimbabwe culture, men benefit over the men. Yes, in some cultures, women even run away from their husbands because of abuse. There's no Zimbabwean culture where men benefit over men. Nyasha. There's no Zimbabwean culture like that. We have the same cultures. I don't know in Zimbabwean culture where I don't believe that. I don't believe that. We might be seeing something that has been brought to us, right? Brought to us. That is not something that we do, and we are doing it because of circumstances. There's nothing like that. Okay, I cannot say there's nothing like that. Yes, there's something that is happening now like that. But there's no Zimbabwean culture that is different from my culture, because I'm Zimbabwean as well. So there's no culture that is... if we're talking borders, because if I've got Mandawe spirit, I'm from there. So I'm going to be going from all country to country from now on. And I'm going to be telling you that my culture is not like that. In my culture in Zimbabwe, there's nothing like that. But there are some things that came, we adopted other people's cultures that are now like that. A man is seen as that. You understand? Some men has to do certain things now, to behave certain way because of circumstances. Men can no longer do what men could have been doing if circumstances haven't happened. You understand? So we cannot call our men in that way. Circumstances have done things. We are experiencing a lot of things now. A lot of things that are not comfortable now because of circumstances that have happened, guys. We must always remember that. And we must not, just because of what we are experiencing as people, forget about things that have caused other things and start looking like that over our men and women. We should not do that. In our cultures, we don't have things like that. In our cultures, we look at each other equally. In our cultures, people do things, and the others, well, let's say men do this, women do that, and we meet halfway. That is our culture. And everything that we were always doing were to keep us together, be in harmony. So the others, the male will help the female in that bit, the female will help the male in that bit, and together we create something that is good, that takes us further. But circumstances have caused us to get confused, where we start looking at our people and start running away from them. Start saying, comparing to the other one, you are like this, you are not doing something right. Not our men. Our men are the best. Anyway, okay, where was I? Sulufelo Tobela. Oh, thanks. Let me quickly just get my coffees ready. I'm just getting water in here and I'll make it here. All right, I'm back. Yeah, there's no way to be seen today. It's too busy with work. Hey, I'm even using tablespoon. Anyway, so what were you saying? Thanks for reminding me about my drink, Tsulufelo. I love it when you ask them, is there computer? That's not good, Tsulufelo. You're starting to make it sound like I'm just there asking people to do things when like I cannot make things for myself. It's because of you guys are keeping me here, and I'm trying to, and even my people they are pretending as if they do this all the time. So they'll let me get away with like, is there tea? Normally when I'm not on live and I'm asking if someone is making tea, I say, no one is making tea. You can go and make it yourself. But when I'm live, I can get away with things like that. Okay. So blessed. It settled me, and I made a remark about how unfair this was. I woke up before getting to the Nkosi wedding. What was unfair? What was unfair? Blessed. What was unfair? Maybe I didn't get your dream properly. What was unfair? Okay. The woman, my sentence about the rich people living their best lives, throwing parties while living among the people. Okay. All right, hold on. I woke up before getting to the Nkosi wedding. Okay. Any idea why I dreamt about the former Chief Justice being sick? Okay. Remember, a lot of our dreams, they are teaching dreams. The way you were saying this, the way you were talking about this dream, for me, when I was reading it at the beginning, I was as well just trying to see how you're gonna react to the situation, right? How you gonna react to the situation. Dreams like this, remember someone is drowning, and you as remember you're being trained as a healer, right? So someone is about to drown. No one can see that is happening there, and you know this person obviously use a wheelchair, but remember people with wheelchair, but still they can swim. If they can swim, they can swim in the water. But you, as the observer of someone that you see is not right, someone is going to drown and die, what is your reaction? Are you quickly reacting to the situation, or you're numb with whatever that is happening? You were so shocked that you delay saving someone's life. You know, sometimes dreams like that, they can come like that. You delay, therefore someone comes with overall, out of the way, out of nowhere, comes and help that person, because if they didn't help, that person would have drowned. You understand? But then you live in the situation. You left the situation as it was. Did you leave it when you left it? Did you leave it? Did you know that something, you checked if that man who was drowned was okay before you left that situation? There you went to another house because you wanted to be, you wanted to call it, relieve yourself. Like a, you know, you get to someone is allowing you in their house. When you get there, you see other people are in there. That house belongs to someone, but there are other people in there. And those people as well, this is different. Something like that is for you. It doesn't look right. It doesn't look like something that is normal, what you used to. You see that. And even that woman in there with dreadlocks wants to give you earrings, just like that, to give you something like that. They don't know you, they just want to give you something, you know. So it just shows as well, if there are people like that who will give you, are you taking as well? And from there, you're going to someone's wedding and these people are coming with you. What are you doing about it? You understand? What are you doing about it? But the whole thing will tell with how you were feeling in that dream, how you were feeling before you came out of that dream. I'm not talking about when you reflect, how you were feeling. When you were, the first instance, when that situation happened, someone was drowning, how you were feeling. Were you frozen? As in so scared that you froze, you didn't react. And when you get to the next setting as well, this house where you were helped, they opened their door to a stranger, to allow a stranger in the house. A stranger walks in with, and then the people she finds in that house, they want to give her gifts. She takes the gifts, and the stranger is going to another wedding, and these people are coming with the stranger. What is this stranger saying? Is the stranger just allowing people that she doesn't even know, and people who were doing whatever they were doing, to come now? They're escorting the stranger to a wedding. You understand? So there's more to this, but I can't say it like this without asking you more and more and more to try and understand what were you saying to these people. How were you feeling at this particular stage when you were being handed this, you were being given these earrings? Were you questioning yourself when you were taking them, or things like that? You know, if I was talking to you, I'll be bothering you so much that you're gonna be telling me the truth that you just take. Or you said, no, I can't take. You looked at the people, they are giving you something themselves, maybe they don't have enough and they're giving you, but you're taking it as well. Why? And from there, they are living what they were doing. They didn't even know you were coming. I'm making assumptions here. But then they want to come with you, to go to the wedding with you. What is so special about you that these things are happening? But what I'm saying, when I'm asking you this, is sometimes when you're talking to someone, who's trying to help you someone's interpreting your dreams, they will be talking to you properly now. Then you will remember every stage why that beat happened. Was that beat, when it happens, was it normal to you? Did it look normal to you? What happened there? And when that didn't look normal, what happened? What did you say? Did you just continue and stuff? Because testing, because you'll be tested, you know, tested, you know. There was a problem there that needed urgent decision making like that. You need to use there, and as a healer, you were supposed to use your instinct and jumped into the water. Well, that will end up being an instinct, isn't it? You'll know whether you are able to swim and get someone out. You can't just throw yourself in the water when you know you cannot swim and get that person there, because otherwise it's going to be you going in that water and then it's going to be two people drowning. Okay, so it could be that you didn't jump into that water to help that man because of you knew that you are unable to go in there to swim to help them out, because otherwise you're going to get stuck as well, drown. You understand? So dreams like this, it's like helping you look at yourself. Look at yourself. Were you, if you were able to go in that water, could you have done it? Could you have helped that person because you knew that you could go in there? Or you couldn't go in there, or you knew you could swim, but you were delayed by being frozen. Remember, sometimes when people are experiencing things like this, they just get frozen at that instant. They cannot react. They get shock. That shock just frees them. Then they realize. By the time they realize it, something bad would have happened. But this time, at least someone helped out. You understand? There's more. Your dream. There's more to your dream. So if I was talking to you, blessed, now I'll be getting to you. You'll be telling me how you were feeling, why you left that place, whether you saw that bed. You stood there and looked to see if that man was okay or not, and the reason why you wanted to pee. Why did you have to go to another house to pee? Why didn't you go and pee there where you were? What could have made you leave that place to go somewhere else? I would have been asking you questions, and you would have been cross with me. But then you would have been, as we are talking together, you'll be remembering other things that you probably didn't want to remember. Because sometimes when we talk about dreams, we forget about things. But the more someone talks to you, the more you remember. Some things that you thought they were not important, they become important. Okay? So that's why things like this, you need to talk to someone. Okay? Okay, where was I? Blessed. Was blessed? Okay. All right. On my way to wedding. Okay. Okay. Blessed is sitting there. Okay. What? Okay. The woman who gifted me, my sadness about rich people living their best lives, throwing parties while living among people. Oh, okay, sorry. While living among people who are struggling financially, and finally me being on my way to a wedding at Ngosi's house, I tried to think if I knew of a Ngosi family in my waking life, but could not recall knowing the family at all. I was very honored and pleased that they gifted me earrings. They were very hospitable and kind. I was not shocked per se, but he was drowning. I was more perplexed that people around did not see or seem to care. Yes, remember, it's not even about people not seeming to care. Sometimes, remember, as when you're being trained as a healer, remember you're being trained. You're going to be seeing things that to other people might not look, to you, they might look obvious, that people are supposed to behave this way, to act like this way. But it's not like that. You understand? It's not like that. Some people, you're supposed to forget about others, how others react to situation, and deal with it yourself. Remember, it's about you. And if you're helping people, you're not going to be saying, are people helping that person? You see a car accident, you stand there and you're saying, people are going to be running towards there to see if or calling, people are going to be calling ambulance, or what is happening here? I'm going to see. You understand? You're going to forget about people and think, as a healer, what would you do in that situation? You understand? Because you're there to help. Some people might be aware of things, but they might be, they might not care about things. So you, as a healer, you need to deal with things. You seeing things that are not right, you need to deal with them the way you're supposed to deal with them as a healer. And these dreams, these people that are being used they are just being used. Even this situation that are being used, like you're going to a function, they are just being used. It's part of the drama, isn't it? Part of the drama. But you said it's someone's wedding, you're going there. If it was my dream, it will end with me trying to understand why was I being shown going to a wedding now? Not whether I know that from that bit, a problem happening there, to getting there, people who are hospitable to me and even give me earrings. Now to leaving that place, now I'm going to what? To celebrate. You're in three situations at the same time. One was there, you were celebrating as well. I think you said people were around, you were at your friend's place. Did you say you were the friend? So there are three situations that are happening here. So you try to understand, why are your people using that setting there and using this other setting? Because all of them, they correspond. So you have to try and understand why your people were using these three settings, there, and going to that. Why? What is so common? If not common, what is it that from each stage they were showing me this, from this stage they were showing me this, from that stage they were showing me this? You understand? You being the observer, from that bit, from the swimming pool, you saw something happening, you needed to relieve yourself, this word is just funny. You needed to get something out. You were taken to another house, you got there, then you were from that house, now you're going to another place, a function. There's so much to this. There's so much to this, blessed. I can't even get to it without understanding more what your people are trying to say here. Oh, on our way to Mshadweni. Okay, I didn't see this one. On our way to Mshadweni Makangos, I noticed the sudden contrast between people who were poor and living in houses in bad condition and the big houses that I had been to and I was being accompanied to. It saddened me, and I made a remark about how unfair this was. I woke up before getting to the Nkosi with. So you got it. You got your answer there. You got your answer there. You got your answer there, blessed. So now try and put together why those people were, they didn't care about what was happening. And then, you got your answer there. Because the way you were thinking as well and talking, your ancestors were just showing you. You answered yourself there. That is very good of way of looking at dreams, blessed. That is very good way. Okay. All right, where was I? Nyasha, go, please don't say patriarchy, rape, molestation, and domestic violence. We as women, we need to honest, to be honest, we need to respect others. Oh, what did I say? What did I say about rape, molestation, and domestic violence and patriarchy? What did I say? All I did say was that you cannot say men in this way, in this African men from this beat are like this, and just like that. No. When it comes to molestation, the rape that you're talking about, and the domestic violence, no one in their sane mind will be will even undermine that bit, or down, play that bit. It is happening in our societies, and some of us are seeing those things a lot, even in our dreams. Our ancestors are showing us things that are not right in our societies. So no one can downplay that bit. Okay, no one can downplay that bit. It's serious. Okay. It's a serious situation, Nyasha. Probably, maybe the way I was talking, you might have taken it. You might have taken it in a different way, but I do not downplay things like that. I was trying to make you look at, don't just say our men are like this. Not all men are like this. Not all our men are like this. Some men are doing these horrible things to our women, to us as women. But you cannot say men from my place are like this. No, you're not being honest yourself. You cannot say something like that. So when we're talking about men, we need to start to look. Well, I cannot speak for all men, but as a culture, there's no culture like that. It is just that we have a situation. We have these horrible things that are happening to our children and our women. So that cannot be downplayed. But please, let's not put it as a cultural thing. There's no culture in it. It's just that some men are doing these things, okay? Some men are doing these things. And we as women, we need to be honest. Yes, we need to be honest. It's happening. And we need to respect other women's experiences. Yes, we need to do that. We need to respect other women's experiences. You're right, Nyasha. I don't know why you... I don't know where this is coming from. Yes, it is happening, Nyasha. A lot of our women are experiencing these things. They're experiencing them. Okay, they're experiencing them. So if someone says it's not happening, then is someone who's, look, I don't know who can say it's not happening when we're seeing it all the time. I mean, I'm a healer. Do you understand? I'm a healer. What else can I say? It is happening to a lot of our people. You understand? To our communities. It's happening to all of our communities. Actually, talking about that, Nyasha, I think you did ask me about something. How we, what can you do as a person, with the rape kind of thing, going through the rape crisis stuff. And I was talking to my people as well, that if there's anything that they can help me to bring out the message with regard to that, okay, I'll bring, if they do come to that, to come with me with that, I'll share it. So I do listen to what you're asking me here, and I take it serious. I take every question you're asking here serious. And when I'm answering you, I do not answer you as in personal. I'm answering you as I'm looking at the things you're bringing out, and I'm thinking as healers myself, what can we do with this kind of situation? Because you're bringing very important issues, and even me, I would love to be able to talk about them, but I can't talk about them like this. I need help from my people to help me as well, in a way that I've studied, and the modern, with how to deal with the rape victims and stuff like that. But I would love my people to help guide me with that, so I can talk about it openly here on this platform. Okay, so it is a serious issue that our people are getting. Is a serious issue. Okay, it's a serious issue, and thank you for bringing it out, because we need to talk about it. We need to talk about it. Rimbilani, Thokozani, Eric Tobela. I had a dream where I found myself in enclosure where there was a leopard and a lion. The leopard came running, chasing me. Lion with speed. Okay. But I went out and knocked the gate. Although I escaped easy. Okay, what happened afterwards? What happened afterwards, Eric? What happened afterwards? Okay. Being chased by the lion and the leopard. And you managed to lock the gate so they couldn't come out. And you escaped easy. I can't say what it means, because who is this lion and who is this leopard? Because remember, we're talking about ancestors here. And why are they chasing you? And you managed to escape, and you close the gate. Then what happened afterwards? And what started this? What started this? You were in an enclosed enclosure where there was a leopard and a lion. Came running, chasing the lion in speed. The lion came running, chasing the lion. The leopard came chasing the lion with speed, but I went out and locked the gate. Oh, talking about different, they were not actually chasing you together. One was chasing you and the other was chasing the other one to stop chasing you. Okay, I get it. So what is actually happening with you? What is happening with you? Who's actually chasing you and who's that person? Okay, who's that? Okay, we know it's animals. But what's actually happening? The other animal helped you come out, even though you say you escaped easy. It was because of that, the leopard, because of the leopard that you were safe. So who's the leopard? If I was just doing if I was just doing like what you are asking me to do here, the what they call it, editing. So I'll be thinking, who's the lion in our family? If we are using the totems, who's the lion in the family who was chasing us? So from this part of the family who was chasing me, but then the part of where the leopard chased the lion away for me to come out, and the lion for me, because now I'm using me. For me, the leopard comes with the daula, comes with the divination bones. Is from that part of the family coming with divination bones. So who's the lion? Why was the lion chasing me first? And the leopard is not happy with the lion chasing me. The leopard is stopping the lion from chasing me. Why? You close the gate, yes, because the leopard helped you. But who are these people being represented by these animals? One was chasing you, one was helping you to escape. But you think you came out easy. You escaped easy. You are not acknowledging the helper, the leopard. Anyway, that one is okay. Okay. We cannot act as if women and children are not suffering under our own men. We need honesty. Nyasha, I don't know. Nyasha, I don't know what is happening. What are you saying? No one is saying that. No one is saying. Actually, it would be nice. Would you want to come and help me actually talk about this, because this is an important issue. You can come, be my guest, and actually express this, because it's an important, really important issues you're bringing out here. I would love to have a guest and who can bring out these things and talk to our people. You understand? If you're ready, come on. You can be my guest. You understand? And bring out this for our community so they know. Because these are important, and seriously, they're important issues. You understand? Sometimes we need for me to be strong, I need you as well to help me be strong, bring out this our issues out there so that our people know that this is what we're dealing with. You understand? But for me at the moment, the reason why I'm not going there talking about them is because even me, I have my own, there's something that my people are helping me with. Maybe at some particular stage I'll bring that bit, but you coming with that because you know I can feel it that you want this out, you want this out there, you want us to deal with this. So come help me bring this thing out then, because for me I'll be guided by my people going through this other road, while as these issues are there and are affecting our people, while my people are looking at this other bit. So this is why you see healers, you'll see the other healers dealing with that, the other healers dealing with that, and we bring things together and bring it to our people. Even me, I need helpers. So come, let's talk about it and bring it to the surface. For me, I'm here to help self-initiate, but I need you as well to help me bring these things to the surface. And to bring it to the surface, you can come, you can have the platform and do that, or you can, I would love that. I would love to talk to you about this because this is important things. Mambagazi. Okay, where was I? This is very important, Nyasha. We should be joining hands and bringing this to the surface. You should bring this to the surface. Mambagazi, I dreamt picking a certain mushroom. Tobela Mambagazi. Okay. I dreamt picking a certain mushroom in a forest with someone, and I looked across a river and saw mixed wild animals as if they were coming to drink on a sunny day. Wait a minute, I didn't get that. I think, Nyasha, your issues are very important. They're very important and they need to come out. So them coming out, we need to bring to bring them properly out. So these are situations that I don't even know how I can even talk about them, because otherwise that one is going to take me out there. Anyway, Mambogas, I'm like that. If something is affecting me mentally, I'll be dragging on it. So Nyasha, you're reaching me. Mambogas, I dreamt picking a certain mushroom in a forest with someone, and I looked across the river and I saw mixed wild animals as if they were coming to drink on a sunny day. I saw 2 lions around the animals and I wanted to run away. Then I thought Mandawe in the dream and I didn't run. Mandawe! Mambogas. Mandawe! Okay. I saw an impala yesterday just before I went to sleep. What can this mean? Mambogas, I cannot say what it means, but at least you. So did this impala that you saw, was it after you saw the animals in this, what they call it, in that place where the animals just drink water? What they call it? Was it after that dream? Because if it's like my Mandawe, so they'll be bringing in this what they call it, these impalas. They're not just gonna be shown in a dream like that. There will be other things that these impalas are doing for other reasons. The messages they're coming like so that is very interesting. If it is the Mandawe, because like I'm saying, my Mandawe, they come in different forms, they come in different things, but in their dreams, they don't just appear just like that. They'll appear, and if they're appearing again, if they're using different animals, okay. What was it? Okay. Impalas are a different day. Okay, so if this Mandawe that you thought in that dream, the Mandawe were coming to you as animals like that, and they're coming again using the impalas. What were the impalas doing in your dreams? You understand? Because if they are my Mandawe spirits, they will come as for reasons where you saw the impalas. Was it a place where you see the impalas, and what were they doing there, and what were you doing there as well? You understand? Because they don't, Mandawe spirits, most of my dreams, whether I'm in a fruit farm, they are not, it's just not going to be fruit farm where I'm just eating fruits. They will be telling me something. There's something more to eating the fruits and being in that farm. And if I'm seeing animals, there's something more to do with those animals and why I'm seeing them there. Was it a place where you'll see those impalas, and when you saw them, if they are Mandawe, because they will come with tests, and when you saw them in that place that we're in, if it is not the right place where hold on, I didn't hear any children today. I didn't hear any children today. I wonder if my children what's happening with them? I don't hear them. Anyway, I didn't hear them. What is happening? Anyway, so if you've seen that, they'll be trying to tell you something, tell you about something. If it is a test, you're seeing something, it doesn't look right. How are you doing about it? Or if it looks right, what are you doing there that doesn't look right or looks right? You understand? You have to try and understand. And like a Ndawe, a person like me, Ndawe, welcome. Okay, I saw in Bala yesterday, but just before, okay, okay, all right. Did you say you saw it before you went to sleep? What did you see in Bala? Did you say you saw it live? Did you see it live? Where? I don't understand this. I don't understand this. Just before you went to bed. So where did you see it? Okay, you answer there. Eric, I did not feel scared. They continue chasing each other. They were not chasing me. I happened to be in that space. Okay, all right. I still did not get the dream. Okay. All right. If they are not chasing you, they're chasing each other. A leopard chasing a lion in an enclosed place that you happen to be in, where the animal is behaving in a way that animals will be, they're supposed to behave. Look, when it comes to animals, guys, for me, I'm gonna take you out of your path, because when I explain animals, I explain animals with Mandawe's teaching. My animals' dreams, I'll explain them in the Mandawe's teaching, right? So there's no other way that I can explain animals without the Mandawe's teaching, right? If not, I'll be like doing what I was doing, explaining them, looking at it with the ancestors' way, okay? Animals are in an enclosure, right? In a place, an enclosure, where it is survival of the fittest. They have to for food. So they're gonna be chasing each other. Even in the bushes, they'll do that. If the other animal thinks that the one is coming to this boundary and is taking what belongs to what that animal thinking is gonna get as food, animal will use its instinct to defend its territory, chase the other one away. Okay, that is me just being Mandawe, right? Oh, there's my children are coming. Now I can hear the noise because it's their time. Anyway, hi. So you understand? So they're in an enclosure, which is very bad, guys. Animals are not supposed to be in an enclosure where they're even locked. There's a gate. That means it's like a zoo. Yes, hold on. Guys, I need to put this on a mute mic. Guys, can you believe this? I'm trying here to talk about Mandawe spirit. I'm not going to be eating those anymore. So my child the girl has learned something new today at school. I'm sorry, I'll go back to you.
No, it's not new. I already knew it like 2 years ago.
You all okay? Knew it 2 years ago. Please don't be in my video. So I've just been made aware that even though I think I'm a vegetarian, according to what she's saying, I've been eating some beef gelatin. Is it? Beef?
Yeah.
In some sweets. So she's anyway. So I've been eating some vegetarian, some meat things. Anyway, going back to Eric's dream. So that dream started with you being there. You're not scared. You're in this enclosure. The animals are chasing each other. I don't know. I don't know how to look at this dream. What kind of spirits do you have, Eric? so that we understand which spirits are trying to talk to you and stuff like that. What kind of spirit do you have? Because if I have Mandawe spirits, this dream for me will be showing me something that is not right. You understand? Even me closing the gate and stuff like that, being in that place, coming out, seeing what is happening up there, locking those animals in there, and becoming part of the people who are putting these animals in enclosure, becoming part of these people who are doing something that is not right. So it depends what kind of spirits you have, Eric, because for me, dreams like this, for my spirits, is not nice at all. Any dream where I see animals are in an enclosure, mean that some kind of like a zoo, is not going to be nice with my people. It's something they're showing me that is nasty. You understand? So it will be difficult for me to explain this without going from explaining it from my own experiences, which will take you out of your things. What kind of spirits do you have? Tobela G-Man. Oh, what could be the reason for seeing your ancestors? I'm assuming it is them coming to you in the form of other people, such as friends or family and neighbors, even colleagues, sometimes even when they are cleansing me. I even saw an old friend I'm not in contact with wearing those church robes, but she felt like an elderly person, like a spiritual ancestor. It's been far too long, and I've never had an ancestor come to me in their original form or tell me who they are. I started to feel disconnected talking to an ancestor who comes to me. Okay, I think what makes it worse is that most of these dreams are set in my room, and I feel like my space is being invaded. Oh, G-Man, there's no space that is invaded. It's your ancestors. So, okay, when ancestors come to us, they will come like in these forms, right? In these forms. But you always have to try and understand what kind of ancestors they are, right? Because if you have different spirits, which I think G-Men you have, ancestors will come the way they come to you, right? It's either they come to you like for families, if it's just like ancestors, family ancestors, right? They will use the people that you do. But you remember, every person that they use in the person who was cleansing you, could that person cleansing you be someone who you know is clean enough to cleanse you? Can that person, the ancestors are using their image, cleanse you in the way that you feel that when that person cleans you, you are clean because they're clean themselves. You know them as those people who are clean with that contact. I mean, for you as a physical person, that person you know is like that. Then if that person who was cleansing you, that the ancestors were using, was cleansing you, and you looked at their face, you know them in real life, that person is not right. The ancestors are using someone who's deity to cleanse you. The ancestors might be trying to tell you something, right? And if they're using family members as well, family members, these people are being used as what? As everyone has got a role to play, right? A role to play. All the family members that the ancestors are using, they've got a role to play. Everyone comes with the script, the physical script. Meaning, no, the physical script, what I'm saying physical script is that they're already living and you're already seeing their characters. They are come armed with that character. So the ancestors don't want to be trying to work too many things and stuff like that. They'll use a particular person because you know them as such in your dream for that reason. When you see them in your dream, they're coming for that reason. They're just being used. They're all, for me, when I see people in my dreams, they're ancestors, they're just different, using family members. But then all they just want to see is just that character is going to be used for this film. That character is going to be used in this film for this. So we're going to use that character all the time in this film to show you this. But if you see this character in the film, and this character is behaving like this in the film, this script is not written properly. Something is not right in this film. You understand? So they'll use people like that in our dreams. That's why they appear as people like that. But sometimes when they're just using family members, it is something to do with you. Now we are focusing now on the person, the G-man person. They're in your room, a place where you're supposed to be, a place where you're supposed to have comfort, like you're saying, you feel invaded. And they come invading your room. And what are they doing there in your room? What are they doing in your room, in your space, where you think they're invading your space? What are they doing? Can those people can the people that the ancestors are using in your dream, can you in real life invite them to your room? Can you let someone come to your room? Those people that they're showing you, can you let them come to your room? Because if you are allowing them in your room, that means something is not right in the dream. If they're coming to your room in the dream, and outside, you will not allow someone to come to your room where you sleep. Your ancestors, they want to deal with you now. Ancestors are pushing you now, G-men. Your ancestors, they want your mouth to open. Now the ancestors are trying to get to you. And your ancestors, they want you to say something. You understand? If you feel invaded and they're still doing it, it means there's some situation that they're thinking that you are still not dealing with it properly. Now they're getting to you. Now they're coming to your bedroom. Ancestors, they want your mouth to open, Jimmy. They want your mouth open. They're going to be pushing you until you open it. They're going to be pushing you so much until you open it. They're going to be coming to your bedroom and they're going to be even lying on your bed. And if you don't talk about it, they're going to start now doing other things. You're going to have to open your mouth and deal with your ancestors. No, there are settings. What are they? What do you think they are working with you in those rooms? What is you think that are they working with you? Because remember, you need to try and see what these people are doing there, and what they're doing is that global, and what they're doing to you normal in that dream, right? Are they normal? And if they keep on doing things in your room, are these things? Are you allowing things that you will not allow in real life? Are you allowing them to happen? In dreams, you're allowing those things to happen. And even though you're uncomfortable, you're not happy, you keep on allowing it to happen. So that means it could be that you still have a problem with being expressive. You still have a problem. That means your ancestors, they're now dealing with the throat chakra. You understand? If they're dealing with throat chakra, they're going to be pushing you to the limits. But I don't know, because you haven't said... exactly, you never invite them to your room. So if they're doing things like this and they keep on pushing, that means you're blocked. That means you're blocked. That means you're blocked. Your ancestors, they're gonna even bring people that you're gonna have to. People are gonna be coming and kicking you out of your room and calling it their own. You understand? Wall was open. So what are there communication in there? Because sometimes these people, when they are being in those dreams, they'll be telling you something, because this is your ancestors giving you the message. Communication, they're saying something to you. That is what they were bringing in that dream. The person who's there, you're talking to them, you're talking to ancestor. Ancestor is saying that, using someone's image, saying something to you. You understand? What are they saying to you, these people? They must be saying something to you in those dreams. And remember, you should not be disconnected. Remember, ancestors will come, but when they still think there's something that you still need to work on, they'll go. They wouldn't be coming to you. They'll be sending you now. You'll be on the train, developmental training. Now it is to train you to grow spiritual. And to grow spiritually, it means the ancestors, they're going to be doing things. You're always running away from them. Look, you're not going to run away from them if they come into your bedroom. You haven't run away from them. Now they're actually in the bedroom, a place where you're supposed to sleep and be in peace and daydream. And not only daydream, self-reflect. The ancestors are sending strangers. And the people you know that you never allow them in your bedroom. You need to start talking to your ancestors, Chimen. Show them that you cannot allow things like that. Even if it's for educational purposes, even if they're trying to educate, they're trying to tell you something, they're trying to educate you about something. Some things, guys, when my ancestors are using my house, and there are people coming to my house, right? And people are behaving in different ways in my house that I do not understand, and I do not want. A bedroom. Okay, I think I've talked about this. A bathroom, if my ancestors are using a bathroom, it's like an insult kind of thing. If my ancestors are using a bedroom now, I know. A place where I sleep. I mean, the way I sleep is different, isn't it? And these people are coming to do what? What are they doing? There's more to it, Jimin. There's more to it. Oh, look, I was actually even, there's more to it. A paper came flying off. A paper came flying off. This one. Jimin, listen to what it says. Listen to what it says. We want to learn on how to overcome obstacles through learning, through challenges and trusting the unknown. What obstacles are you gonna be overcoming in those dreams? One called me by name. He was wearing military uniform, but when I realized it is an old friend who did me wrong, I just ignored him. I realized after waking that it was not him but an ancestor. And that is the one who came asking for help. It's the one who asked you to not asking for help, for forgiveness. And now they're coming to your bedroom, and and who did me? I just ignored you. Just ignored. They came. You just ignored them. They came wearing military uniform. And remember, military uniform. There's association with military, right? Association. Anyone who wears uniform in the military, right? The military is about defense. Defense. Are your defenses good or not? Are you able to defend your country or let invaders do what invaders do? Come to your country, your own room. Bring their own rules. Make you change your languages. Take everything that belongs to you and leave you being indebted to them for generations. So if they're even using military there, you need to defend your own places. You need to defend your room. You're even feeling invaded. The military people have come to invade your place. But you need to start really not even talking to these people. Just defend. Start using your tricks to defend your space. Where was I? Okay, where was I? I was from Jimin. Oh my gosh, I left it too long. I went from too far, isn't it? So Lufelo, last week I dreamt a lady who threw bones at me to catch. They were held together by black and white beads. They fell. There were maybe 8 bones and 2 different small horns, 1 big cat tooth. Ooh, that's nice. They fell and I picked them up and she said they're from the Sun people. Ooh, that's so nice. Okay. All right. Oh, that's nice. You're learning about definition bones. That's good. That's really good. That's very good, Solofel. That's very good. We're gonna be throwing bones now. Black and white beads now. So the black and white beads are. Okay. G-Men, don't be disheartened, dear. That's very true. Don't be disheartened, G-Men. Let go of the need to see them in their original form in this journey. I've learned once we completely, genuinely let go, things that start to happen. Don't let that distract you. Oh, that's very good. Thanks, Solofelo. Where was I? Okay. Solofelo, what do we say? Congratulations. You're gonna be throwing bones at us. Oh, running. People are gonna be telling us things. What was it? Okay. Mambokazi writing Pala. Okay, answer that one. Tell me someone. Oh, Eric with the dream. Okay, Eric, I dream every day. There are many dreams I remember without recording them. I don't keep any dream journal, by the way. Is there any significance? Yes, there's significance to keeping a dream journal because it will help you. It will help you. Some things, it will help you as well when you're helping people next time, unless if your memory is very good, you're going to remember everything. So I was looking at my dream journal today, guys, and I can tell you that there are things that at the early stages of my initiation that I overlooked. And now when I think about them, they're really important things, isn't it? So you need to keep a dream journal. It will help you. It will even help your children as well. You understand? The ones who come after you, instead of waiting for you to talk to them, you can pass it along. You understand? As something for them to keep. So don't overlook the importance of keeping a journal. It's very important. And for reference as well, it's good for your reference as well. Remember, this memory is not going to be staying intact forever. Anyway, okay. Mambakazi retracted. B. Tagoza, I once dreamt dancing with sangomas. Then recently I'm dreaming being in school, climbing mountains and struggling. I also dream teaching at school. Okay, B. And I was told that I have gift, but when I try to do my research, there's no one who knows to be having the gift. I'm confused. B. B, you have the gift, your people. B, if you're like me, you're gonna be going there telling your people, and people are gonna be like telling you who's got gifts. And then after years, they'll be telling you, yes, someone and someone had this kind of gifts. Our family, sometimes they can have the memory lapse. Oh no, I shouldn't say that. My family now, they watch my YouTube channel. I'm not talking about you, my people. Anyway, so yes, sometimes your family, they might not know things that are happening. They might not know someone who was a healer before. Don't worry, your people will come with information. So you're dancing with sangomas. Obviously, you're one of the sangomas dancing to there. And what else? They've taken you to school. Obviously, when you are being taken to school is a place where you're going to be learning. You're going to be learning about something. You're going to be learning about problem solving skills in there. You're going to be learning about how to behave in particular situations. You're going to be learning about how to deal with challenges. Your people are going to be teaching you a lot of things that we learn at school. Okay? And climbing mountain and struggling, obviously you know how difficult it is, but you climb, you don't give up. You're going to be ending on top. You understand? So climbing a mountain, yeah, if it's a high mountain, obviously you're gonna get tired. You're gonna struggle to get up there to the top. But if you've got all this, what they call it, if you've got you believe in yourself, you'll get to the top bit of it. So make sure you get to the top bit of it, so you can look down and say, I've done it. Okay. And dreaming of teaching a school is good. You know, teaching a school is good. It means that you've learned something yourself. Now you are able to teach other people. So that is good. So you're there. So don't worry about the people who are telling you they don't know people. Your people will tell you everything. Your research, you need to research with your people. Your research should be directed at people who are taking you to school. People who are showing you climbing up the mountain and struggling. You need to go back to them and tell them, my people, yes, I can see this are happening. You're helping me. You're showing me they're dancing with healers. That means I must be happy. Therefore, I'm dancing. I'm happy with this gift that you've given me. So there's nothing wrong with me here. I just want to know, because no one in my family understands and knows that this is from you. Can you actually talk me through this? Who is bringing me the gift? And how am I related to them? How come the people in the family do not know about this gift? Because remember, some of people I found with my people, why no one knew about the gifts is that they were hidden. Remember Christianity, some people were reporting their family members. That one is using bones, then they'll do other things. So they were hiding their things. So they will have gifts and they will hide it. You understand? So circumstances have made our people to hide things, and some people, they will never even acknowledge that bit, because remembering that bit, it reminds them that the moment they open their mouth to say they were a healer, throwing bones, someone was done this and that, horrible things. So that bit is not going to be acknowledged, and depending on where your family are in their beliefs at the moment, there are other bits that is not going to be acknowledged, especially if it's looked. If some people, remember some people, our families still look down on traditional healers, guys. Our families, I'm talking about as in now, this time and age. I mean, I don't know how to explain this one. I mean, seriously. I was saying families. I mean, what I'm saying, I mean, like you can talk to someone, you can ask someone to count up to 5 and they can count up to 5. You can ask someone to tell you what their name is and they will say it without blinking. And they still look down on traditional healers. I mean, as in like they think it is something that is something. So if this one, I don't know how to deal with that one. So don't be confused, B. Don't be confused. You know, don't be confused. Your people they will give you information properly. You understand? When the right time comes, they will reveal themselves to you, and they will be the ones helping you do the research. Okay, they will be the ones helping you do the research. Okay, Eric, I'm not a healer, nor am I aware of spirits in me. I'm just trying to find my spiritual path. Okay, all right. That's interesting, Eric. That's interesting. You're not a healer. You're okay. I'm not, nor am I aware of spirits in me. I'm just trying to find my spiritual path. Okay. So when you're getting a dream like that, Eric, that you do not understand, you need to talk to, you know how to talk to ancestors, right? Or you know how to, talk to ancestors. You need to ask, when you get a dream and you don't understand, you need to talk to your people and be honest with them and tell them that I'm seeing this dream and I understand it like this and this. What does it mean? Why am I seeing a dream like this and that I understand it like that? Is this what you're trying to tell me? And who is this person or people sending me dreams like that? That is confusing me. So your people can start talking to you. Because they got your attention and you've given it to them back that you've said. Because all they were trying to do, if you haven't actually done that, is that they were trying to get you to talk back to them. And if you talk back to them in a way that you understand, then they can get you to understand what it is that they're trying to explain to you in those dreams. Okay. Okay. G-Man. Oh, I've gone there. Sulu gelatin. Some countries, marshmallows and jelly has it. I didn't know this. Oh gosh, I've been eating meat then. So I've been on it. No wonder I keep on failing Mandawe with dreams. I mean, these people are finding me in sweets. I'm running away from meat, but they'll get to me through sweets because I'm eating sweets a lot. That means I have to start drying my bananas and making them alternative for sweets. Gosh, people will always get you one way or another. Ancestors are technical. No wonder sometimes when I eat these sweets, my dreams don't appear proper. No, maybe this is to do with, but the way that my daughter was explaining it, it was like showing me that I've been eating meat all along. Mommy, you've been eating meat all along. It's like she was saying it like that. I will stop eating these sweets. It looks like I have to start seriously. Sometimes this ignorance is not right. Okay. The first time I knew I had Mandawe spirits, I had a dream whereby I was with a gardener I knew in waking life, and he was dirty and unkept in the dream, as he was in real life. In my dream, he was very sad, feeling defeated and judged, and was sitting in a sidewalk with his head bowed down, and said people are judging him and calling him names. And one of the things they kept saying to him was that I'm Mandawe. Meaning Mandawe dirty. And I remember comforting him and saying, no, that's not true. He should not listen to them. And I motioned to a body of water, the sea. I pointed to the sea and said to him, come, let's go clean them. Amanda, we are not dirty, but if that's the case, let's go cleansed by the sea. Don't despair. Ah, that is so nice. That's so nice, blessed. That will be like passing a test as well in the Mandawe's kind of test. You know, those are tests, isn't it? It's like I don't know if any person can Mandawe's dream without this kind of test, like the test to see how you deal with things like this before, you know, how are you, humanity kind of way, you know? Hey, this is nice. I get a lot of water dreams, seas or rivers. Most of the time, I'm afraid of getting into the water. One particular dream, I didn't want to touch the water because I knew there were sharks in there. I was told twice in two different dreams that I have a prophetic gift. The first dream, it was obviously news to me because I was being made aware that I have the gift. And the second dream was a lady who came to me with a maroon cloth wrapped around her body, and she touched the hollow part of my left shoulder, and that produced an electric sound. And she said to me, oh, that is nice dreams there, blessed. Nice dreams. Okay, where was I? Okay, I'll wait for blessed to say. Okay, nice dreams there. G-Man, always running from them. Well, okay, all right. Okay. Yeah, okay. I'm always running. I even flew to the moon once. Ooh. It's ups and downs. As just thanks to it's ups and downs. I just have been having many downs lately, but I'm trying and I will take your advice. Yes, and the ups and downs, guys. Guys, remember these ups and downs. Some dreams they really wake up really down, really down. Like I can tell you this week, the teaching dreams they were showing me. I was waking up like exhausted, really, really exhausted, down, 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 down. Even my dreams were affected, not my dreams, well, my sleep was affected. You understand? The whole of this week, it's only just today that I felt like I was myself, you know? The whole of the week, I mean, I'm sleeping and I'm dreaming about these things that is going to shift me energy-wise. It's just going to like really, really put me over the edge. And this was like a, not, it was like a, how do I say it? Teaching dreams, like I said, it's teaching dreams. I was training, proper teaching dreams, like you're learning something from it. Ooh. I'm gonna shake this one. Guys, my people were showing me something I was doing. Okay, I've once went to someone who do the coffee reader. Someone from I think I shared this with you. Someone from what's this called? What's this country called? Syria. And she was reading, coffee reading. And actually what she said to me was, everything has come to pass, you know? Coffee reading. So, this week it looks like I might actually be going into that line as well. I'll be doing that, guys. I see something. Like, you know, looking in the cup. Because I always find that interesting. So if my people are going to be, okay, yes, this is just something that is there. Don't think it's me reading for you. It's already there. But I'm going to be spiritually seeing things like that in the cup. See, I'm seeing, what is this anyway? I don't know. I'll be saying, I'm seeing this in your cup. It means this and means that. Hey! Anyway, let me just not get too much over myself. So yes, some dreams will, some of our education guys, the way we are being taught things, those things, they will make you wake up feeling really exhausted, like really tired, fed up. But you must always remember and write your dreams down, and write down as well after that dream or how you felt, how you were feeling the whole day. Then you can associate certain things to certain things. Remember all these things, there's a lot of energy involved, because sometimes our ancestors in our dreams, they will want you to feel it physically, right? To actually bring the point. So whatever that would have been happening in the dream, you physically feel that emotion, right? So it will drag you. If they make you feel that, they channel through that emotion, like you come out with it. So that one is going to drag you. You're going to be going through the highs and lows, energy-wise. So you must always write down so that you can see it's nothing to do with you. It is to do with what you're learning there. You understand? So that you can also differentiate between the emotions. These emotions, your ancestors have brought them to you, and because of whatever it is that they were teaching you there, that dream, whatever that was happening in there, will make your emotion feel like, will make you feel like this if it were to happen in real life like that. It's teaching, so you know the kind of things you're going to be dealing with. If things like this were to, especially when it comes to things like, actually, G-Man, now I understand you, because my dreams this week was involved with this kind of security, defensive kind of measures. So I was down. Not down as in mentally down, energy-wise. I was tired because my ancestors were showing me things that when something like this happened, we deal with it like this once and for all. And I was properly dealing there, and I was cursing in dreams. And I would wake up with that emotion. I use the F words outside. Cannot allow certain things like this to come to me. I'll deal with them like this, like this. I wake up, like even waking up, I sit down on bed after writing and say, I'll deal with it like this and this, once and for all. That is ancestors teaching dreams. So those things will make your emotions like that. Always remember that. Defensive things, when it comes to defense, guys, you want to defend your territory. Anyway, where was I? What? Okay. Okay, blessed. Okay, Tulu, thank you. Okay. I was told twice in 2 different. Oh, okay. I got that one. She said to me, Amadlozi wako afuna ukukuhlambulula. She walked with me to some 2 women and gave them some tickets and said to them, Mdigi nomdala. And once they were done, the one lady opened a small treasure like box, took out 350 pounds of rands and gave it to me and said they were done. I asked if I was Kambululad, and the lady in the maroon cloth said yes. They also gave me white and maroon, maroon beads. Oh, with yellow beads and purely turquoise blue something. Glitter beads to wear on my right hand for 7 days if I can recall, and they said if they break I will. Okay, let's see. Blessed, I hope you do realize these are teaching dreams. These are teaching dreams. You are even being told even the money, you're even days, and you're even being told if something like this happens and this like that. This is very good. This is teaching dreams, blessed. You're being taught proper as a healer. You will die if they break. I also wanted to clarify from the lady who wore the maroon cloth if they really have a prophetic game. She said yes. Oh, that's very good. That's very good. But your people might be like the dying bit. The dying bit. Your people might have been trying to put extreme measures to get the situation, to get the information to make you understand that you know when you're wearing that bit, you're not going to be playing around. By using the word, you will die. And when someone says that, whether Nakatlohulu comes and say your ancestors might have been using some strong words, they've said it in the dream, you're gonna die. Blessed, that is very good. That's very good. I'm glad your training is going so beautifully. That is so beautiful. I don't know what Mdigi is. Mdigi, I don't know what Mdigi is. I do not want to know what Mdigi is. I would rather have my people telling me what it is. That is very interesting. Interesting dreams there. Where was I? Okay. Okay. The test I never forget is the one of lotto numbers. They asked if I want to use their power to cash out or heal and prophesy. I said, give me the numbers. Then he grabbed a pen and paper to write the number ish. Then I remember the ancestors don't want us to be thinking of personal gains when it comes to their gifts. So I changed my mind and said, let's heal and prophesy. They were that is very good. That's very good. That is very good. You beat the ancestors at their own game. That is my girl. Guys, I laugh too much. I'm gonna be crying, right? Let me just wipe my eyes. That's what happens, guys. Some of us, this is a problem. I think you're dealing with ancestors and then you're dealing with tears. You just laugh and you cry. You beat ancestors at their own game. Guys, this is the point. We need to beat ancestors at their own game. We're tired. These ancestors, they just come, put us in those dreams, create scenarios, and think they're going to beat us. This is what we want to hear, guys. You need actually even to dribble. Actually, once you start knowing how to deal with them in the dreams, you pretend as if you're about to do something. You get them like sweaty. You change your mind. Guys, we need to deal with these ancestors. Travel ancestors. I'm just, me. Okay. Where was I? Okay. Okay. I'm blessed. He's going through some nice things there. Jimin, I'm usually the most expressive in my family, but lately I'm not sure what's happening, but it's true. I think they're working on my throat chakra. Today I allowed my brother to use my room because he's having his girl. Oh! Hey! That one, Jimin, that one, you have to be careful. To use your room, is having his girlfriend. What are they going to be doing in your room? Where you're going to be talking to your ancestors? I felt I couldn't say no because it's taking care of me financially as it's working and I'm not. That's just one example with a family member. With friends, there's been too much deceit. I doubt I'll ever talk to some of them and again. Jimin! I hope your ancestors don't show you. Assuming they're assuming they're just using your room to just playing jokes, like Tsolofalo used to say. He's doing jokes with his person in the dream. Let's just assume they're making jokes in your room, and they're gonna come out, and your room is just gonna be clean, isn't it? When I'm saying clean, don't ever think other way. I mean, seriously, we can yeah. Jimin, Jimin, I think you Jimin, you need to let your family know that you are Twasi. You are Twas, you are an initiate. You are Twasa, right? Remember sometimes some people, they don't understand when we are at home and we're Twasa at home. People don't understand because we don't see us outside. You need to tell your people that you are your Twasa. You understand what I mean? You should not allow these kind of things. Your Twasa or Twasa. You're initiating. You need to make your people aware that this is what is happening to you. Maybe they don't realize it because sometimes when they see us all the time, we're walking around all the time laughing. Sometimes they don't see us, we're in the rooms and we are probably trying to understand what the ancestors are all about. When we come out, we're talking like normal people. Some of our people, they don't understand the situation. They're used to so that when you're trusting you with someone else, you're somewhere out there going, you're going out there, the boarding school. You need to do that, Jimin. You need to tell them that you are in the process. You are initiating. You understand? You're initiating. You cannot allow this. You cannot allow this. You're initiating. You respect yourself and your people. Your brother should know. I'll answer this one. I'll do that one. They need to know that this is what you're going through the process. Meaning that a lot of things, they need to be clear to your family. Even if they don't see you out there wearing beads, because sometimes some of us, we don't wear beads unless if it's necessary. You understand? They need to know you're going through the process. I hope they understand this. That sometimes it's gonna be. Remember, sometimes our people wouldn't know unless we talk to them. We tell them. Some days I'm gonna wake up and I'm gonna be upset. You know, it's because I'm dealing with these ancestors. Some dreams are upsetting. You need. You remember the family are part of our healing process. When we express ourselves freely to our family and tell them that we are going through this. When we're expressing ourselves freely to our family, we are going through this. I'm going through the ups and downs due to these ancestors and spirits. They will be able to offer us support, even though they don't know how to deal with it. But they'll be able to see that when they're coming to you, you are a downer today. They have to think, I wonder what the ancestors are saying. Like what my husband used to say, even the children, when I was trusting. What are our ancestors saying, mommy? Are your ancestors saying something? What did they say, mommy? You understand? Because you need to be able to tell them that, some days, some dreams, you need to tell them. Some dreams, they will make you'll wake up, they mess your day. So how are your people going to be able to support you if you don't express that bit? Excuse me. If I allow you to come to my room and use it like that, it's going to be, for me, it's going to affect me spiritually. My energy is going to be affected. I'm going to walk in that room and I'm going to be thinking that you're doing something, even if you're not doing something, but I'm going to think it. And I'm going to be thinking you did it there. And there you are, keeping yourself, making assumptions away from that. And then someone comes to do that. Throat chakra, open, Jimmy. The throat chakra is to open. You understand? Just to open. Let's see. Where was I? But you'll deal with it, Jimmy. You'll do it. You'll do it. It's a good thing you talked about it. You'll deal with it. Where was I? Okay. Tuluva, but you're right. Okay. I read that one. Okay. Okay. We talked about it. So we're finished, isn't it? We are finished. We're done. How long have we been? 3 hours. Oh my gosh. Almost 4 hours. Guys, hey. So anyway, let's look. We do this on Tuesdays, right? It's just that this Tuesday we were not doing it. We didn't do this thing on Tuesday. We'll do it again next Tuesday because we're trying to support each other every Tuesday. Every Tuesday, we're trying to support each other. So I did this today on Friday. Today's Friday, isn't it? Is it Friday? Gosh, what the hell? Where have I been? Yeah, Friday. Just because I was covering up for Thursday. Remember that for Tuesday, what am I saying? I was covering up for Tuesday. It's not a Friday thing. It's a Tuesday thing. So my people, we know this is a Tuesday thing. So we're just doing it to cover the Tuesday because we need healing. We need our support. Remember, most of us as self-initiate, we need this support. We need to support each other and talk about things that we're going through and stuff like that. Anyway, so that is just that. Guys, I've been here for too long. Ooh, I can't even, my butt is painful. This chair is like, it's not good for it, is it? It's like it makes you uncomfortable. Anyway, so we'll talk again Tuesday. We're aiming for Tuesdays. Okay, and revoke that permission, Jimmy. Revoke it. Revoke it. Remember, ancestors, they'll come, they'll get to you through other people. Revoke that permission. Okay, blessed. I think we are done. I cannot express what I'm going through, my spiritual journey to my family. There's a lot of friction, gossiping, backstabbing, and judging there. They even call me crazy for trying to stop eating meat. Don't worry, blessed. We are here. We are a tribe. You've got your tribe. Just try and be here Tuesdays, okay? We'll try and be here Tuesdays. I cannot talk about the time. We'll do this when the time when the ancestors are able to allow us to do these things, because we need their help as well sometimes, so that me as well, I don't, because if I just come here and just be myself, then we're gonna be partying. Forget this. Anyway, so that is just that. So remember, guys, do not worry a lot. This journey has got some days that you kind of feel like that. And with our ancestors, those ones, the ancestors and spirits, those ones, we need to deal with them in their own game. We need to beat them. And at the moment, it's Ancestor Zero, the living one. So, thank you for winning on us. Winning for us, for all of us. Beating the ancestors in their own game. The score is 1-0 now. So we'll do that next week. And thank you so much, guys, for coming. And do not forget to tick those like buttons. So we'll talk again on Tuesday. And you guys have a blessed weekend as well. Hanyang. Hanyang or hanyang kamuka. Hanyang.